this for a minute. How is this?
Still unable to hear what they say. However, I see the green thingy-mabob now.
We just started that one. I took it off of voice meter for once and I put it back onto Yeti. So far, that's been working for me. Like, Bronny couldn't hear me very well on Discord when I was doing the voice meter, but I switched it to direct Yeti and it was fine.
Okay.
So
now we can. Yay! People can hear us.
Yeah, that's how it works. Hey everybody, this is the first stream in Florida. Yay! So as you can see, I packed up Sweetie and brought her with me. Is that a no as in I didn't do that? Or no, I don't want to be here. Help me.
No, well, not quite. No as in that didn't quite happen. I packed myself up a week later to deliver the Putty Tat, who is currently hiding.
And we're not going to bring her up because she needs to adjust. She needs to acclimate.
She had a long 2 flights.
Had to deal with the TSA.
Very grumpy, yeah. And now she's in a new environment. She doesn't know why or how, so yes.
She's just like, what the hell is this? She like at some point she went back into her carrier like, okay, let's go home now.
Yeah, I was like, let's go. Alright, so how does it feel being in Florida now, Heather?
Well, it feels good. I'm surrounded by green things instead of desert. We got a pool. Spoon's doing very well. He's in a 10-gallon tank, and he's just living his best life over there. Mm-hmm. You know, it's great. I'm in a house now, and it's very well air-conditioned. This is my office that we're in. This is my office. I don't have my chair with me yet because the movers are still moving the big stuff that I couldn't take with me in my car over to here. So I'll have my regular chair soon, but this is my office. I got my own office. I put clothes that I don't wear to work in here. And me and Brian share a bedroom, and he has his own office that has his very, very malicious-looking computerware in there. Mm-hmm. Let's see, what else?
Will we get to see Bronny in person this stream, in your opinion?
In my opinion, I don't know how my feelings are on that, but we might. You know, he's taking a break right now, though. He had stuff to do. Mm. I swear I'm not just living in a house by myself.
What's wrong with that?
Absolutely nothing, honestly.
Yeah, I was like, the only thing wrong with that is that you've been lying to everybody this whole time for no reason.
I used Bronny as a front so me, as a single woman, could get a house.
I feel like that's something someone probably has done in their life.
I feel like somebody would, yeah. So, people love your shirt. It kind of looks...
There he goes. You may have seen his leg go past the door.
Probably saw his butt.
Yeah.
It does look like a bedroom, this office, because it was originally a bedroom. I kind of converted it into an office. And it does have clothes hanging up in it, but that's because I am a woman, and I have a lot of clothes. Yeah.
It's not
and Bronny,
it's really just a Heather thing.
Me and Bronny share a closet in our bedroom, and that's not enough for all my clothes. So I keep clothes that I'll mostly wear to work in there, and clothes and cosplay stuff and coats in here. So it does have that going on for it. So, and it's not completely done yet with all the little renovations I gotta do. But yeah, you're on actually a very nice L-shaped desk that has this easel. This is for drawing.
It's really nice. I can
confirm. But yeah, it's not. The transformation is not complete. When it is complete, I will be taking pictures and showing everybody, like, hey, look at my completed office. I am gonna get a futon in here to put my stuffed animals on.
Futon. Oh god damn.
Put my stuffed animals on. Put my little.
Can't you just get like one of those stuffed animal hammocks?
I think I had one.
Yeah.
But I don't know where it is. I'll put that if I have more plushies.
Oh dear lord. I wasn't trying to get that to have you feed the addiction. I was trying to save you.
No, we're feeding this addiction. I'm going to put a futon, put all my stuffed animals, and use it for naps. And I'm going to get a hammock so I can have more stuffed animals. You know, whatever space isn't taken up by my posters.
Ideas.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm going to make Bronny's life a living hell. And it's all your fault.
Well, you know, I aim to please. But yeah, most offices are like bedrooms. Like I'm gonna be honest, I've pretty much already converted your bedroom into an office on my end.
Yeah.
I was just like, I'll use this desk.
No, you go, girl. You use that desk. That was my brother's. That was a hand-me-down. So that's a couple years.
Yeah, I'm not using it for anything hefty or anything. I just every once in a while.
It had a fish tank on it for a while.
Yeah.
It could take a lot.
Well, true, but I don't know if I'd put a desktop on there myself, just because I don't know. I'm paranoid. Mostly also because I'd probably get a Mac, and that'd probably cost me like my entire income. Someone is asking how Knife handled the flight.
Oh yeah, go ahead. Tell us all the details about that.
Yeah, she handled it better than I thought she would, but still not well. You know, wasn't wasn't as loud and obnoxious as I thought she was going to be. She mostly just meowed softly whenever like I had to move her. Like when I first put her in the carrier, she actually didn't meow that much. But when I lifted the carrier and to put it in the car, she was like meow, 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 pretty much the whole time. While we were in flight, she was mostly quiet while we were like taxiing or not taxiing. You know, while we were level. But when we were taxiing, that's when she was like meow. It's like what the frick?
It's just stressed. Were people really asking you about her a lot?
A little, if they knew she was there, because like the carrier I have for her looks kind of like a duffel bag, so not everybody was like fully aware there was a cat. So when I first got to the airport, I got there too early. Apparently, I got there at about 3:30, and the airport doesn't open until 4. And so me and a few other people were waiting for the airport to open so we could, you know, check in and stuff. And one of the women there just starts going. Because she's hearing Knife meow, but she doesn't know what the heck it's coming from, so she thinks she's going nuts. And I'm like, no, this is my cat. She's not happy with me right now. Yeah, and when I went through TSA with her, what I had to do is take her out of the carrier, and I had to carry her through the metal detector.
So they could see that she was not a gun or an actual knife.
Well, that and they had, so that they could X-ray the carrier without having to put the cat through the X-ray.
Oh yeah, that'd be a little weird.
Yeah, without me, you know, not to put the cat through the X-ray, and then B, not have me use the cat as an excuse to like smuggle explosives in or something. So I'm carrying her through, and so I'm taking her out of the carrier, and one of the TSA girls like, oh, what's her name? I'm like, her name is Knife, and she's like, Knife? I'm like, yes. And then after I carry her through, the guy on the other side, he must have seen like her collar, and he's like, "Is that cat's name Knife?" I'm like, yeah. He's like, I've never been more intimidated by a cat. And yeah, and I told the people who were sitting next to me on both flights, I was like, just so you know, this is a cat. I apologize if she meows the whole flight. No one really seemed to mind all that much, yeah. So, and you know, she's sulking. Oh, wait, actually, there she is.
She's like, hey, did you guys start a stream? Did you make chicken without me?
Right. Knife.
She's like, I smell the residue of chicken.
Hey,
You can actually see her in the camera. You can see her butt.
You can see her butt. That's her butt. That is her butt right
That is
there.
her butt right there.
And she knows I'm calling her. She just gives no cares. Kiddo. Kitty. Knife.
She's like, where's the chicken?
Yeah, she does look like she's looking for something, but doesn't know
Oh, maybe she's trying to remember
where her stuff is. Maybe. Kiddo, come here.
Yeah, the more you call her, the more she.
The more she's like, screw you.
She's like, I don't need you.
Yeah.
I don't need this shit.
She's just chilling. She's just discovering herself.
Yeah. I mean, she just got plopped into a much larger abode than she's used to. Hey, kid. She is slowly making her way over here. I don't know if she. Oh yeah, look, you can see her.
You can see. Look,
Here she comes. Hey, girl.
I'm trying to move in the right direction so the people can see.
Right.
Where's Kitty?
Hi, baby.
Are you gonna go eat the food that I served you? You didn't eat.
Come here, baby.
Oh, girl.
Oh, is a good baby. Hello, Kitty. Everybody wants to say hello. She is so pissed off, but it's okay because she's constantly pissed
She's
off.
constant. That's just her state of being. I know. You had a hard day. She's like, it's not over yet. I don't know why I'm here.
I'm suffering from jet lag.
Oh, you're a good baby.
What is life, Knife?
Baby, don't hurt me. No, wait, that's love.
Well, close enough. I think Erin takes this one now. I can't tell if one of you is meowing or her.
She has a very, you know, human imitating kind of meow.
Someone was asking, what are you making? And I'm making a mitten. I'm putting the thumb on the mitten. Here's a finished version of what we'll have. It's going to be kind of a Twilight Sparkle themed mitten. It's for Bronny's Nona for Christmas. I made a pair of mittens for his mother as well. I think I'll make another pair of mittens for his sister too. I just got to remember what her color scheme for her scarf that I gave her the previous year was.
Oh, there goes the dumpy dump. There goes the dumpy dump.
Oh, I love
wait.
the ring you're wearing right now.
Oh, thank you. It's my Claddagh ring. I don't wear it a lot because I don't worry about it getting lost or broken at work. But when I have, days off, I like to try and remember to wear them.
That's cute. Let's see what's else going on. I think they sent a cat into space once. He goes, I see her shadow. I'm pretty sure you just saw her. She's just really black. She gives no darns. It takes a while for cats to adjust to a new place. Do you call Florida people Floridians? Floridites? What do you call them? Floridians, I suppose.
Floridians, I think, is the general term.
How long is Sweetie staying with you in Bronny for? Just for the night, and then she is heading off again tomorrow morning. She's got plans and places to be. Good stuff.
No, stay with me, kitty. I don't get to harass you anymore after tonight. So I have to get all my harassment in.
She's just so upset.
Yeah, she's like,
upset, my upsetty kitty. Are you upsetty, Spaghetti? She's got such a precious little face. If only you could make out the features, and she didn't just look like a giant black mass to everyone else.
Look at the camera, kitty.
okay, she didn't.
Oh,
let me
you
do
put a thumb in her mouth.
I did. Well, I was like trying to put it at the side of her mouth, and yeah, it ended up being like, bah.
She goes like, oh, I didn't want to taste your skin.
Right?
If I want your flesh, I'll peel it off of you myself.
It's very true. Alright, what does Knife think of Bronny in person?
He doesn't think she doesn't think much of him. When we were in Arizona still and about to head out on this trip to Florida, we slept on the futon together, and she came and tried to sleep in between us. My God, what is he doing over there? Did you guys hear that evil laughter?
Yeah. Bronny, stop trying to take over the world!
Yeah, that was
He's ignoring me.
that is terrifying. Let's see. But what were we talking about? Kitties?
Kitties and Bronny. Kitty and Bronny. And then
Well,
he
yeah,
didn't even
so
laugh.
she tried to sleep with us on the futon, and she did sleep with us for most of the night. We woke up and she was still there. It was freaking cute. And so far, her favorite hiding place has been underneath our bed.
Like you do. Like you do.
I think she heard the evil laughter, and she goes like,
She's like, oh God.
could it be there's someone more evil than me? Can't be
How
true. Have you ever heard of Doro Hedoro? It sounds like I.
Yeah,
It's
sounds
just the
familiar,
name.
but yeah.
It's the name. I don't know. She's so cute. Look how fluffy she is.
Good baby.
Look at her little legs. Look at these legs. She goes, I am not a good baby.
He's like, I'm so pissed at all of you.
I am in anger, baby.
Feel my wrath. Feel my wrath.
It's like, I will make your lives a living hell. You're like, I don't fear the consequences. I'm leaving.
I
You're
know,
staying.
right? I'm gonna piss her off and then be like, good luck.
Let's see. Ronnie walks in dressed in full somber armor, laughing like a villain. Would you do a full house tour video, please? I'll run that past Bronny. We definitely don't want to show off like every little facet, but we upload. I think we're both uploading pictures as fairly often of like all our little projects around the house, so you can like stalk our Twitters and check those out. I definitely am gonna post pictures, maybe make a short TikTok of my office once it's done. It has all my posters and stuff in it. We definitely don't want to show you stuff that just looks shabby and messed up because we're still doing things. Our exercise room is finished, and I think our living room is good to go. We might just want a few pictures and paintings in there. But, that's kind of boring. Just the living room and exercise room. So we'll wait till the whole thing's done, and we'll consider that. Let's see, what else? Is it really good anime that dropped on Netflix last year? Oh, the name, that's probably where I saw it on Netflix.
Mm-hmm.
I'll have to look at it. I'm catching up on My Hero Academia right now. What is it, kitty? Where you going? You just being a beautiful kitty?
Yes.
I know, I'm harassing you.
She's so soft and beautiful. I miss you so much.
Oh, wow. There you go. Let's see.
How do you like my trash can?
Ha! I mean, it's to the point.
It's to the point. It just says trash on it.
Beautiful. So yeah, I mean, they're still getting their stuff together. Like, your stuff doesn't come until Thursday, so.
Yeah, so I have lots of stuff coming in. For one, all my posters and wall scrolls, and all my plushies, and more clothes. Well, just a couple bags. I just put what I could fit in my car in the pile and just let it go. And my computer chair. Oh, I want my computer chair. Because it's way more comfortable than this. These are dining room chairs. I can't freaking kick back in these. And what else? What else did I give to the movers? A lot of my kitchen stuff, like my cups. Oh, my cups. I miss my cups. Yeah, your freaking cabinets are bare now. They're taking all my cups.
I'm like, oh, I can put things in the cabinets now.
It's like, oh, I don't have a million cups from this one freak of a woman who keeps buying cups.
I know. Because I only ever had like 6 cups, like maximum. And then I couldn't put them in the cabinet because every time I'd open them, they were like,
there was
20.
like a couple new cups.
Yeah, I was like, oh god, there's more.
Cups. There's a new mug she bought. I don't know what the fuck this is.
Right?
Yeah, I also had like a lot of straws.
Oh yeah.
In the cabinets.
I didn't mind those so much. It was mostly the cups because like I'd have to like shut that cabinet quickly sometimes.
Like, shit.
It's like, oh, it's overflowing.
Honestly, there were so many cups. I put other cups in other cabinets.
Yeah, I know. I started to know. I'm like, oh god, they're overflowing. And then like some of them were like on top of the refrigerator because we couldn't fit them anywhere else. And I started.
That was a teapot, a skull-shaped teapot. I gotta get that back.
And then I started like putting my cups on the counter and just like that's where they stay now.
I had a problem, and I still do. But it's not gonna be your
It's
problem.
not my
anymore.
problem anymore.
It's like, Bronny, you can do it.
Sounds like your you problem there, Bronny. But you got a much bigger kitchen.
Oh shoot! I forgot to link my stream and all my joints.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god! Why am I such a failure? Boop 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 boop. Emerald Spencer probably has it in there already. Bam, chicka bam.
So we got a question. Will your office also be the place for all your various cosplays?
Oh yes, most definitely. I'll hang up what I can. I really should get a rack where I have a bunch of wig heads and I can put my wigs, you know? But, yeah, it's definitely where all my cosplays are gonna be. So
I
angry.
missed your growl, actually. That was the one thing you didn't do the whole time, was growl. You were like, you're just meowing or saying nothing.
Are you pissed at me now?
Yeah, just to make sure you're normal, we gotta make sure she can get
Yeah, I want to make sure you get pissed off so you're in your normal attitude.
Gosh, she is getting super angry. Maybe put her down.
Alright. There you go, kiddo. Thank you for your cameo.
She was just like, fuck this, man.
Mm-hmm.
She's
Yeah,
like, now,
she's
back
out.
to my sniffing.
Yes, she's like, I haven't inspected this room.
She's like, I need to do my proper inspection. I'm pretty sure that dumb fish is in here somewhere. Want to tell him what's for.
Sweetie saying ring on Heather's finger. I think you've got people confused. I'm the one with the ring on the finger. It's on my right finger and the heart is pointing outward, meaning that I'm still available. Did I have to sedate knife for the flight? Sort of. I did go to the vet and I was like, anxious cat flight, what do? And so they gave me gabapentin. I gave her 2 doses. One 12 hours before we were meant to leave, and one an hour before we were meant to leave.
Oh yeah, she's getting a better view of Spoon than she ever has before. She was like really looking up at him for a sec.
Oh.
She was like, whoa, what the fuck is
Like,
that?
what is that?
I'm pretty sure I've smelled you before, but like...
But like you're there. So she was like mildly sedated, but in a sort of... Gabapentin is a sedative the same way like NyQuil is a sedative. Like, it's not going to do too much. It may encourage you to take a nap, but if you're stressed, you're going to be stressed. So, very, very mildly sedated.
What is it, kitty?
Someone, Honey Dropped the Unicorn, apparently just showed up and asked what's with the new room. Would you like to go over it again?
You don't recall? I moved to Florida with Bronny. We moved in together. This is my new office. It's not completely set up yet. We're in kitchen. We're in a dining room chairs, and we're on a brand new desk though. And I have 2 monitors.
It's a very fancy desk, very fancy monitors.
Yeah. What? Oh, now you...
You want up on Mama's lap? You were just pissed off at me? But Mama is crocheting.
You know, she likes it when I'm doing something.
Yeah, she's like, I don't see a problem with this.
She's like, yeah, it sounds like a you problem, not my problem. Uh-oh. Please don't go on those shelves. I mean, I'm sure it could support your weight, but you're going to hurt yourself. There's not enough space on there.
Michael Collins does call me out on a lie, and that I said last time that it was the last time I was going to be here physically. I didn't like think in my head about the fact that I was going to be here Saturday night, and that's the night of the stream.
Yeah, I didn't think I'd have a guest, a desk, or everything set up. By the time you
Yeah,
got here,
I don't
but
think I did either. So I assumed we weren't doing a stream when I came to drop Knife off. So I thought I was telling the truth last time.
Which doesn't make it a lie, it makes it a mistake.
Yes. So my apologies that you get to see me one more time. I'm sorry.
Yeah. One
Last
time.
George Washington's going home. Oh, yeah.
I love that song.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Did download some Hamilton. I think at one point, I was sleepy in the car while we were driving, and Brownie's like, "What songs do you want me to put on while you're taking a nap?" I'm like, "Put on some Hamilton."
Nice.
I think I was falling asleep to Theodosia, and I think I woke up to, God, what was a louder song that I could remember? I didn't have like that one where they were just like cannon shooting everywhere, and it's like, the war flashbacks. I do have a playlist that's specifically for getting sleepy. I obviously don't play it in the car all the time because that's not where I
That's
should be
not a
sleepy.
good idea. Yeah.
So it's like, that's not where.
That is not the sleepy time most of the time.
That's not the time.
Someone wants to know if you have any good stories from the drive over.
Just little things here and there. Like I liked the drive for some parts because a lot of stuff was green, and being in the desert for so long, you're just like, oh my god, look, a tree. Oh my god, look, some grass.
Grass especially.
When you get into Texas, we were driving through like wine country and all these little towns, like one called Fredericksburg, and it was just really cute. All the little stuff they had, and all these wineries they had, and all this scenery, and I was just like, oh, this is so nice. And then there was just parts where I would just like bug the hell out of Bronny, be like, Bronny, when are we getting out of Arizona? And then we were in New Mexico. I'm like, are we in New Mexico yet? And he goes like, yeah. I'm like, okay, when do we get out of New Mexico? And he's just like, oh my god.
From what Bronny did tell me recently, is like he did start getting a little fed up with the "Are we there yet?"
He tried to pull it on me, and like he was like, Heather, when are we getting out of Texas? And I'm like, I don't know. Did you? We were actually at a carnival right now because we meant to go to the mall, but next to the mall was a carnival, and we were just.
So we got distracted,
and I was just like, "Let's go!" But did you realize that like when we were on a ride, somewhere behind us was a woman? Like, have you seen my Valley Girl accent or heard it? A girl behind us was talking exactly like that, and I don't think she was joking. She was like, I'm so skinny, and sometimes I'm skinny and little, and I'm so afraid of like slipping through the bars and flying out. And I'm like, oh my god, she's serious. She is legit. When did you get on my lap?
You gestured for her too. You like patted on your lap for her to jump on you.
I don't do that consciously.
Sometimes I worry about this one.
I don't think about it. I just kind of do shit.
My little kitty, I miss you so much. I missed you. Your fur feels so nice. So nice.
I can't take credit for that. It's all her.
I took her to the groomers not long ago.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And I brushed her before I left.
I didn't touch her with a brush, so.
It's going so nice, my kitty.
Alrighty, so they want to know if Knife likes the yarn. Probably if we made like an active effort to make her play with the yarn, she might.
Most of the time she doesn't care. Sometimes I try to mess with her with it and she'll entertain it for like a second, but then she's like, I don't really care about that though. She will play with those freaking things you used to tie bread bags with.
Oh yeah.
I actually have some on the table right here. These things.
Yeah.
She'll mess with those because they'll bounce back and she'll be like, what the fuck? One time she was playing with that. And I was just like, are you afraid of it or like you having a good time?
I think she's like a little bit of both.
Yeah, just like when Bronny was on the freaking orbiter. Bronny freaked out on the orbiter, my poor dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, he, I underestimated too how high it was going. Like, we were on the ground and it goes like, oh, that doesn't look that high. Then you're being flipped through it and you're like, wait a minute. The freaking boat, too. I'm like, whoa, we're going a bit higher up than I expected to. We're in the middle, fam. And there's, like, a little girl in front of us wearing, like, Little Mermaid stuff.
Little Mermaid shirt. She's got to be, like, 8 maximum. And she's just having a ball. So she's, like, screaming, like, having fun. Meanwhile, Bronny is screaming, like, afraid. And it's so funny.
Yeah,
because at some point, she's, like, laughing at him. And it's just freaking hilarious.
He's like, you're braver than this grown man.
He was like, this 8-year-old child is braver than you are, Bronny.
I kept telling Bronny, like, Bronny, look at her. And he goes like, that's not helping. It makes me feel inadequate. I'm like, look, like, I looked at her and I felt calmer because I'm like, if this kid's not worried, why am I worried? You know where I got actually nervous was when we were on the slide. I don't know why I always get nervous on
That
slides.
was probably a bad idea.
We didn't slide very
We
good.
did not slide smoothly at all. Bronny and I ended up sort of fighting in a sense. Like I would because I'd get stuck, and then I just grab Bronny and use him to launch myself forward.
I was the only one that was sliding honestly.
She was sliding honestly, so I'd launch myself forward, and then Bronny would try to scoot past me, and I'd again grab him, just launch myself forward again. That was a bit of a disaster.
Oh yeah, it was incredibly funny though. A lot of those runs were really fun. The first one was fun because freaking Brad was holding on to his hat and glasses. It was really funny. I think he was on the run saying, "Oh man, this was a mistake." Yeah.
The camera cannot see you whatsoever.
Mom says it's my turn on the Xbox.
The Xbox is in the living room. Put that away, you little freaking bastard.
Better not cut up the the freaking cabinets, man.
Freaking, you better not open that shit. Put that shit away. Don't open that near my cat. Don't teach her things.
Right.
His knife.
Not sword.
She will pick that shit up. She will try to scratch her head on it. I know her.
Oh, probably, yeah.
And I'm like, that's not a good thing. She will end up with a samurai cut.
Cute. Is Daddy funny? No, he's not. He is dumb. No, Daddy.
Oh, is knife in here?
Yeah, she's on my lap.
Ah, cool. I'm invading.
Except again, we can't see it, but that's
Good.
He has no head. For all you know, this isn't Bronny Buck. This is someone else entirely.
Oh my gosh, she's cheating on her waifu.
I can't see anything. Can you?
Yes.
It's okay.
Ah, shit. Well, I can't finish this. Maybe.
Let's see.
It's gonna take more effort.
I feel like someone had a question for Bronny that I skipped over because Bronny wasn't here, and now I don't know.
Probably about the stories on the road, if anything you want to
Oh
recall.
yes, we wanted to know if we could sing 99 bottles of beer.
Oh geez, that was probably the one thing we didn't do.
Yo. Did we sing anything on the road?
Sang along to a lot of Tenacious D
Oh,
music.
we did. I serenaded him with "Fuck Her Gently."
Aw,
It was romantic,
sure.
incredibly raunchy. I probably shouldn't do that on screen.
Oh.
Heather, can Sweetie hold a sword while she is here, please? Oh, I don't know if we should be putting the swords in each other's hands right now. Also, I don't know where Bronny keeps them. Oh, actually, they're all in that box. You want to grab a wooden sword?
Yeah, I could totally do that.
Get that bamboo stick. Don't hit me with it, please. Oh, shit.
Those are fun.
Yeesh, fan service, I suppose.
I'll move the camera up a
Yeah, I
little
think
bit.
someone wanted to see me hold a sword. We figured this was the safest option.
Yeah, no, it's good.
Well, this is a beautiful shot of your palm.
Yeah.
I'm not actually trying to hurt him because, I've got the waifu here who will probably...
Can I see it?
Okay, just don't actually hit me with it.
I'm not gonna hit you.
There you go.
It looks like you're hitting my head.
Kind of does.
Oh.
Alrighty.
That's
there
the
you
cool
go.
thing about those is they don't hurt.
Aaron Davis went, some random guy who's entered the room and he has a katana. That's probably when you came in with
Yeah,
the
he came in, we could not see anything, we couldn't even see the Darth Vader part of your shirt, it was just like some random rando.
I could see the screen.
Yeah.
Let me see here. Let me get in.
Oh, he's actually, doing something productive.
I'm gonna be
Or
cleaning
breaking things.
I'm gonna be cleaning the kitchen in a second here. but
Okay.
Just thought I'd get some of this on it. Oh, man.
Nice.
So that's
Oh, was that not on camera? Dang, I should have.
Did you hit him on the butt?
I did. I hit him on the butt. I wanted that
Now
on
this
camera.
is on
Oh
camera.
no!
I swear, if you break my light, I'm gonna kill you both.
That's why I'm doing it very slowly. I'm like, there's a lot of obstacles here. I don't want to break. Woo! Okay, and that's where I stopped.
Dear God. My
She
God.
puts up with us very patiently.
I have a glass tank in here.
Oh, we're not going over there. No, no,
Don't
no.
go over here. If you hurt him, I will kill you both.
I mean, and I'll deserve it.
I'm over here now. There we go. That's.
It
I
is.
keep forgetting that thing's mirrored. But this is one of the real ones.
You guys are scaring Knife. Look at her. Well, she's very just angry.
She's kind of more like, oh, I still hate all of you.
Yep. We're having fun.
Yes.
Oh, my scabbard was backwards.
That
There
might-
we go.
I love you, kitty. You can leave if you want to. I understand.
Yeah, we understand.
If you're a little pissed off, that's fine. That's who you are.
She doesn't like me.
No.
She'll get to love you. It's alright.
Yeah, you just gotta pet her on the ears like I showed you. Did she just hiss
She
at
just
you?
is, yeah, because he picked her up.
Oh, you know she doesn't like being picked up.
Well, it sort of depends. Sometimes she doesn't mind, and sometimes she's like, I hate all of you. She doesn't really do anything about it. She just hisses and growls.
Yeah, let me let you down.
She's like,
Sorry,
yeah,
knife.
fuck it.
Alright, time to be productive out here.
How dare you?
Look at her over there.
Being
She's so
responsible.
She's so cute. Look at her. She's just like, what the,
Just like, what just happened?
what the fuck was that about? Who is that grizzly man thing and when is he leaving?
Right? When is it? It's like, when's this guy gonna leave, Mom?
It's like, he never stays.
Yeah,
Why
he
is
never stays
staying
more than
now?
like 2 weeks. Why has it been a month?
Oh, I gotta show everybody what we got at the...
Oh yes,
At the
our
carnival.
souvenirs.
So while we were at the carnival, we were on so many different rides. They were fun, but we also played, we played one game, and Bronny won me. I wanted him to win me one of those plush roses, because it was like one of the smallest things, and I thought it would be romantic. But he did so well at the game, we were able to get a medium prize. And of course I wanted a medium prize because they were better. And we got a shark. And we named it Rose! There's Shark the Rose. Rose the shark. And he also bought me a Pokeball. And I was like, I like yellow, so I will pick yellow. I wonder what Pokemon I got. And I opened it up. How did I open this last
I
time?
think it's just like a normal, like just sort of, yeah.
And it turned out I got Cacnea, which is one of my favorites. I like grass Pokemon. Hope the camera can focus on Cacnea. Focus on Cacnea. Well, you get it. He's super cool. I like grass Pokemon a lot, and he evolves into Cacturn, which is one of my favorites too. So I'm very happy with that. Yes, it was a fun day. It was a super fun day. So when I say, Heather, what happened to all your stuff back at the house? Well, back at the apartment, I gave a lot of it to movers because I obviously couldn't put it all in my car, so I gave it to movers, and they're going to be delivering all my stuff on Thursday, so I'll have all my stuff back then, and I'll set everything up. I don't think my house will be complete yet until I get that futon I want, and I've set up all the posters that I want. But we're awful close. I should not have touched that
I'm
picture.
gonna close this just for a minute.
Okay.
What do
He's
I?
gonna be running around naked.
Ah, damn it again. He was looking, my glasses were off. It was just a big pink blur covered in hair. Touched this picture, but it's a picture that's made of chalk, and so it got on my hands.
Oh. It seems fine.
Yeah, it looks perfectly fine. I'm just like, oh man, there was a reason.
Mm-hmm.
It's all chalky. So yeah, back to crochets. I saw the brawny booty smack.
Oh,
I like how many
yes.
bees are in there. Brawny booty smack.
I'm glad it was caught on film.
That is very.
Because I was like, man, that was the only purpose of that was to catch it on film. Otherwise, there was no point in.
We must. It'll be too funny to miss.
My water has cat hair in it now.
Oh, gross. Do you want to like rinse that
It's
out,
okay.
freshen it up?
Well, I mean, I'm not gonna drink it, but it's okay.
Someone asked, is Sweetie moving in too? Nah, Sweetie's just here to give us knives so we can have a knife in the big house, and then Sweetie's going down the old trail back home in Tucson.
Yep. Nope. I don't want to be the third wheel forever. Gotta let these lovebirds spread their wings.
So we do have the mother-in-law suite.
That is true. I think Barney mentioned that, and I'm like, as crummy as my apartment is, it is still bigger than the mother-in-law suite.
Yeah, and that's your own.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And there's no fridge in there.
Yeah, there's no fridge,
Nope.
there's no oven, there's no proper stove. There's like heating or hot plates. That's about it.
I
And
like the statement here, knife's claw is sharper than any sword, to be honest. And I'm like,
then
yes,
kind of true.
probably true. That's why she never puts them away. She's always on the attack.
Yep.
But it's been exciting moving into a new place, and all kind of exhausting. I haven't had time for like, the little things and shit.
It's a really nice place. It's like got like 3-4 bedrooms.
Like 4 bedrooms, because we do have the spare room we're gonna turn into a guest bedroom.
Right, and then 2 baths.
Mm-hmm.
There's a pool.
Pool.
There's a lot of land that's like separated from the pool. It's really cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Just when I finally got my routine going through, and I'm just able to enjoy each day. Like, man, I'm still enjoying each day, but I'm trying to keep busy with like DMV stuff and getting a job stuff, and maybe just even cleaning around the house. Which, God, this place, it takes forever to sweep the whole house. I'm used to sweeping at the apartment where it's just like
it's
two
like
things.
1 square foot of floor that you need to sweep at my place. Yeah.
Yeah, and I used to be like, man, I hate doing chores. And now I'm just like, can we get a Roomba? Jesus. It's too much to ask of me. Of course, it's me and Bronny. We're attacking it together. What are you doing?
What up?
Not much. I was just making a phone call.
I gotta sneeze.
You didn't want the whole world to hear your personal phone call?
No, not at all.
Uh,
So how's the stream going?
pretty good. Let's see. Would Sweetie enjoy or try axe throwing out?
I don't know about enjoy, but I'd certainly try it. I think how much I enjoy it would probably entirely depend on how good I was at it.
Axe throwing is hard.
Yeah, so I'd probably say.
I tried it for the first time at a Renaissance fair a couple of weeks ago, and I only got one of them to stick at all. I want to. I've told all my friends to keep their eye out for like discarded sheets of plywood, because what I really want to do is make a large backdrop for archery.
Oh, I stink at archery too. I stink at archery too. I'm terrible with like aim. Anything aim related, I am awful.
What you got to do is the trick with archery is if you can get your draw hand behind your ear, it'll go pretty much wherever your knuckle is pointing.
I tried drawing on like an actual, like, I've had like toy bows put in my hands, but I had an actual bow and arrow put in my hands when I was at Christmas with his families. That was like my first time, and it was so hard.
Oh yeah, it's really hard.
Like, it was hurting my fingers, and I'm just like, I can do it. And then, I think you've seen pictures of me doing that.
Yeah, my issue isn't so much getting the distance. It's well, it was when I first tried. When I first did archery, yeah, it was like, pew! Oh look, I got halfway there. And then like eventually I got it enough where I could get the distance, but I was closer to the target next to me than the one I was supposed to be aiming for. Like I was the same way in soccer. I always had to play defense because the only place I needed to aim was the other side of the field. I couldn't do middle or center because I would accidentally pass to the other team or something. So yeah, I imagine I probably would. It'd be very interesting to try, and I'd be willing to try. I don't know if I would find it frustrating, so I don't know if I can guarantee if I like it.
Michael Collins is asking, what are you going to do next week? I'm going to miss you when you leave. So do you have other streams and stuff that you regularly do you could tell them about?
Yes, although it's not quite a regular schedule. I do have monthly streams with my patrons. When I do them depends on when my patrons are free. So I do keep my Twitter updated about when that's going to be. It's on Twitch. I have a Twitch account. I think it's like sweetiebloom.twitch or something. I put the schedule on there. Nowadays, I put the schedule on there. Didn't used to do that. So I do have a monthly stream. I'm thinking about doing a bi-weekly stream. I don't know if I'm going to be able to start that this month or next month. This month, we've got some Sailor Moon stuff we need to kick out, so I've got to plan that. So, yeah, I've got a lot of stuff going on down the pipe. Just not everything is set in stone quite yet. But I will let you guys know if you follow me on Twitter.
Someone's generally asking, you could always just use a crossbow. They don't require pulling strings back.
That sounds fun.
Yeah, it's just shooting a gun.
Yeah, that's just pulling a trigger.
If I wanted to shoot a gun, I'd shoot a gun. But then crossbows are kind of cool because they got the whole vampire hunter aesthetic, and I probably would pose with one. Be like, I am Van Helsing.
I'm old-fashioned. I like me my old bow and arrow.
That's how you do it. Let's see.
I used to be really good at archery. For what good that's worth. Okay, so sorry for jumping to the bottom here. So you should stream for regular YouTube as well. Not everyone can afford Patreon. When I say I stream with my patrons, I'm streaming. It doesn't mean that only my patrons can view it. It means my patrons are with me in the stream, and the public can view it. It is on Twitch rather than YouTube. The reason being I got traumatized by YouTube once. I did a stream with a friend of mine. There was a glitch. YouTube accidentally uploaded it to my channel twice and then gave my channel a strike for spamming. So I'm really kind of freaked out about streaming on YouTube again because I don't want that to happen. I don't want my channel to get deleted because there was some sort of computer glitch. So I don't really stream on YouTube anymore. So it is on my Twitch channel. But it doesn't mean you have to be a patron in order to view it. Anyone can view it. Just click on there and watch it. And you're fine. You can comment on the chat and all that good stuff. It's just that my patrons join me in the call. So yeah, that's all that is.
Ooh, Heather could always bring Sweet into stream via Discord.
I
Yeah,
could.
she's in there. She can join anytime, but I don't want her to have to commit. So it's not a commitment. She can come when she feels like it. But it's a mixed bag. It's whatever her schedule is and whatever she feels like doing. There's never any pressure. That's why things shift for me a lot. Usually it's Bronny, but sometimes Bronny isn't here because he has other things, and I don't make it his priority to be here. Sometimes Emerald's here, but that's not his job. He's one of my patrons. I'm not gonna make him show up. So there's that too. And yeah, everyone's here of their free will and at their availability. The only person you're ever gonna get for sure guaranteed is myself.
Yes, I mean that's sort of necessary.
So it's
She's who we're here for.
but I guess this is the in-person stuff.
Yeah, in-person stuff probably isn't gonna happen again, or if so, it'll be a very long time.
Yeah, it'd be I don't know, I'm at a con and I'm streaming and she decided
Yeah.
to show up. She was like,
Yeah,
"What's
if you
up?"
stream at a con, you let me know. I will crash into your hotel room and be like, "Sup, bitches?" And
Especially if I get one of those hotel rooms you remember at BronyCon.
that big fancy one. Yeah, I was so jealous.
I didn't pay extra for that.
That
They just
it
gave
had
it
an
to me.
ante room and stuff. It was fancy.
It was a hell yeah kind of thing,
Mm-hmm.
And let's see what's going on. Shameless Sweetie Bloom Twitch plug. What's Bronny
Follow me on
doing?
Twitch.
Yeah, people are hearing Bronny's clanging. He's just cleaning dishes. He's cleaning pots.
Yes.
He's just very loud when he does stuff. He's been doing all the cooking since I've gotten here, and it's always I'm doing something quiet, and then suddenly it's a bang, boom, beep, 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 and I'm like, "You okay with it?" He's like, "Yeah, it's fine now." Turns off the fire alarm.
Well,
Yeah, it's usually pretty good. He just, he has
Yeah.
a creative way of cooking, I guess. It usually ends up good. Let's see. Super duper late to the stream, that's fine. People doing streaming on Twitch, that's cool. I'm here because I like watching your streams. Thank you, Aaron Davis.
Yes.
It's very nice of you. But I'm happy you all are here. It feels super cool. And Aaron Davis, I believe you're one of my patrons now. You're a brand new one. So, of course, I'm going to be mentioning you after the stream, which I got to make a note to myself to remind myself when I don't remember at the end of streams.
I can't even follow through what you just said. You have to write your note to remind yourself not to forget.
Yeah, no,
Already
you
confused.
remember how, when I was in Tucson, I'd have the note on my monitor that says, "Thank the patrons."
Yeah.
It's so at the end of streams, I would not forget to thank patrons, because I have to name them all. I have so little right now that I can remember them all off the top of my head, but one day, if it gets to be too much, I'm going to have a list. But Aaron Davis is one of my new patrons. Thank you for joining. And, I think I messaged you on Patreon to talk to you about your other perks and what you could be receiving. So if you feel like getting a piece of that, make sure to respond to that message. I'm glad to see you here.
I am Boot insults me.
Charles B says, "I hope Knife does not mind all the Bronny loud noises." I'm sure she'll get used to them.
She'll figure it out.
She'll be like, "Okay, it's just my father being crazy again."
Yeah, I'm just being obnoxious tonight because I'm having fun.
Bronny is a cooking disaster.
What did you tell them?
Well,
They heard
just
you
what I
do
hear.
the dishes.
Oh.
What the heck
told
is he
them,
doing back there?
You've been doing all the cooking since we've gotten here, and usually, I don't know why that falls off, but usually, it'll be, I'm just doing something over here, and I'll hear a bang, clang, clang, and then one time a fire alarm went off, and I'm like, "You okay in there?" And you're just like, "Yeah, it's fine."
Yeah, the food comes out good according
It does.
to you.
Yes.
It does. And I'm just like, yeah, it's just a really funny way to get there. Does Bronny have a supply of boots to throw at intruders?
I have a supply of copper to throw at people at about 900 feet per second. How about that?
Yeah. So to answer your question, yes. Yes, I believe so. Is Bronny the type to keep a sword in every room in case of a break-in? So far, no, unless he's hidden them so well that I can't find them.
No. Haven't set them up quite like that yet.
Bronny, do you like elephants?
They're interesting creatures, that's for sure. Now, my cane I do keep nearby. The rest of my stuff is just for practice or for display. So that stays... I haven't set up my rack yet, but I've got these
He's
things.
got rack.
Yeah, this thing right here. Right, and this is this can fit 10 of them.
Oh, I gotta switch colors.
What are you making, Heather?
We're making mittens for your Nona.
Oh, cool. I thought those were done.
Oh, one mitten got done. We're still doing the thumb.
Okay.
But
I shouldn't
I
be on
am
camera.
bo-
I'm not properly dressed.
I Am Boot says, "Why are you throwing me, Brawny?"
It's wife throwing contest.
Well, their name is I Am Boot. They are a boot.
Oh, okay. I'm surprised that the video hasn't gotten old yet.
I am surprised how many people still quote it at me. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh yeah, that's still a thing, isn't it?
Yeah, that was a while ago, wasn't it?
I'm still surprised everybody liked my first draft. They're just like that. There's no way they're gonna let me get away with this script, and everybody then just was like, "Yeah, that's great. Let's go with okay." Just kind of pulled that one out of my tail, but good.
Let's
on me, I guess.
see.
Hey, Mr. Brawny, can you tell your can sword if a sword, or would you not be able to tell unless it was out?
I'm sorry.
Is
what?
a sword, I think.
Oh,
that's
they're
what you mean.
basically saying, can you tell from the outside that
Oh,
the cane sword is a sword?
Well,
You can tell it's not a normal cane.
yeah. Let me go get it.
Like, it's kind of like abnormally thick, and you're sort of like, what's up with that cane?
Someone made a comment like, "Hey, Miss Heather, I could see you protect yourself in a Home Alone style way if someone tried doing something." I certainly hope. I wish I was that clever.
I have been meaning to shorten the shaft on this thing because it is. Where's a good spot for me?
Sorry.
okay,
Go
yeah.
ahead. Right there.
Okay.
It is a little tall for me, right?
Mhm.
And which doesn't make sense because the blade stops like here-ish, you know. So it's a really short blade. So I don't know why the shaft is so long. But this is the cold steel heavy duty. They're designed to be inconspicuous and to just be able to pop out with a pull so that if you need it, it's there. And I did CC this one for a long time while I was having trouble walking. And I injured myself, back in my tragic backstory, which is based on real life. And I injured myself really badly and was having trouble walking. But I still worked a job where I needed to defend myself occasionally, so I just walked around with this thing and did my photography with the other hand. And if something got bad, then usually I could just whack somebody with this and it was fine. This is reinforced heat-treated aluminum. It's gonna sting.
Yeah. Yeah, that's sort of the thing. It definitely looks like a weapon.
Yeah.
You don't get the idea, oh, there's a sword inside right away, but you definitely look like, oh, that could still do some damage.
Yeah, well, you gotta listen carefully for that.
Yeah.
So I had to be careful about how I was walking because I didn't want it to rattle. Another adjustment I have to make to this thing is putting in like a wood scabbard core so that it doesn't rattle when it walks. So I got numerous. Other than that, this thing's amazing. The first time I tested the blade, it just went right through whatever I put it on. So it's a really nice sword.
I've got a kind of morbid question. Which sword would Brawny want to comically, apparently, commit a seppuku with out of all the ones he has?
What's your death sword?
Yeah, what's your
Probably
suicide sword?
probably the Raptor.
The fact. Oh, that's the one I got you.
Yeah.
Aww.
Have you seen this one, sweetie?
That's
Well,
sweet.
yeah, I
and
remember
in
when
kind
she
of a really
took
sad
it.
way. I'm like, oh, when something happens to me, that's what you're gonna use. Oh my god.
See, I told you, kind of a morbid question.
Morbid is
Just because how the dialogue has to continue now.
Yeah. So this is the Raptor. Heather got this one for me on a whim because we thought it was discontinued, and it's been one I've wanted for a long time. This must look so threatening, me just being back here with swords. I'm sorry.
Don't mind, the possible...
Honey, hold it up higher. So it's not over my head.
Okay.
Yeah.
No. Sorry.
Should. It's your
The
floor,
cane
man.
is loud.
Yeah. That's what. So, fantasy falchion scimitar sort of design. But I wanted this for the somber costume. I want to make a mold out of this and cast it in epoxy so it'll be convention safe.
Yeah.
So just copy it basically, and then sort of give it this paint job over here. This was the first sword I used for my somber costume. This is a katana, and you can see sort of how I painted it to try to look like Sombra's horn, and that's what I used there. But these are the ones that I take to conventions and use to challenge people in those videos. Sword, and then you fight, and I've been beaten a couple of times.
I got a few questions here. What does Sweetie think of Apple products?
I
Like,
currently can't consume them.
no,
I don't think she
you're gonna
means
watch your
food.
phone.
He means
Oh, apple.
like,
Oh.
not like for the fruits.
What? Didn't know where we were going with that. I am a Apple person. I have a. This isn't an Apple Watch actually. This is a Fitbit. But I do have an iPhone. I have a iMac at home. So I am generally an Apple person. They came out with a pink Apple, and I want it, but I in no way can afford it. But it's pink, so it must be mine. But yeah, generally yes, I'm a Mac, not a PC.
So someone also asked, sorry, how much for Bronny to get the Klingon Batlet sword? Like, are you asking how much would it cost him to buy it, or how much would you give us to go get him some?
Oh god.
I feel like that's the same question.
That's actually a really badly designed sword in my opinion.
Yeah, a little bit.
Like
It
I don't
looks
like
cool, Bronny.
You gotta do it for
looks
style
cool.
points.
yeah, but they wield those things like this, and
Mm-hmm.
I don't like that. Like that's one option, but then you would
Well,
be
you can
better
tell
off.
from.
You'd be better off grabbing it like this, but because
But
of
then
the way it's shaped, it would be
It could
difficult.
be it'd be dangerous for you.
Yeah.
You could also hold it in the middle the way it's designed as well.
Yeah, you can, but then you're sacrificing.
The leverage and
You're sacrificing range.
Mm-hmm.
I think in terms of design and versatility, we should have stopped with the European longsword. Because those things can be everything. Those things can have range. Those things can have point and slash. They can have a short range leverage for half swording. They can be a club. They're just extremely versatile.
How it goes? Have any of the three of you seen the outtakes from Friendship is Magic? I think I've seen like one.
I actually
Yeah,
haven't.
those are hilarious.
I
Got-
feel like I
Got Rarity cussing up a storm every time she messes up.
Yeah. I mean,
Oh,
I
She
that's
can mess
my
up a-
bad.
She can mess up a line, but she can't break voice, which is funny because if I have to redo a line when I'm voice acting, it's because I can't maintain a voice.
That's my girl right there. She's posh, she's prim, she curses like a sailor. That's just me.
Mm-hmm.
What's it? You gotta dance the blade of death for your girl now. Hey, Bronny, if a lightsaber existed, would you own one? He has a lightsaber. Well, like the kind of lightsabers you get from Saberforge. He bought me one and he got me one, and we've actually been playing with them a little bit since I got here. They're in my closet. He's got a purple one, I got a yellow one.
And I've got a blue one.
Yeah.
It's not a forged one. It's just a replica, but
I like it.
my
Wow.
sister got it for me for Christmas.
Aw. I'm not a Jedi, though.
I'm a gray Jedi though.
I'm a Sith Lord, but I'm mostly in it to be rich.
Haha.
I'm giving into those tendencies. That's why I have to be a Sith, because I can't do like the no emotion, no attachment shit. That's like some monk shit.
That's why I like gray Jedi. They're sort of like, it's not that all emotions are bad, it's that extreme emotions are bad. That's usually where the gray Jedi are at.
Hey, honey, someone asked if you would have a lightsaber if they existed, and I said you kind of already have one, the Saberforge one.
Well, I bought you two of them, and then I sort of got one that I felt would fit my hand a little better, and I was wrong. I turned out to be wrong.
So Bronny got the Samuel L. Jackson lightsaber.
Yep.
That's not the Mace Windu.
I mean, it's the purple one.
It's purple.
Well, it's
purple.
purple, yeah.
Someone says Bronny looks like Vsauce.
That's unfortunate.
He's also a bald man with a beard and glasses.
That's
So
also unfortunate for Vsauce.
Oh shit.
for some reason, my brain thought the perfect sword for Bronny would be a scimitar by Charles B.
Shouldn't be messing with that.
Do it.
But
I like this one. Hold on.
Yeah.
Every time I see Bronny put his arms around Heather, I keep thinking he's getting into position for a neck break, to be honest.
No, to be honest, Bronny, that is the poise you take. When you get behind her, you have kind of like this thing going on, like you're about to strangle her.
Me, I don't even see the difference. I'm just like, oh, hey,
I was like, yeah.
if
no.
he did decide to break my neck, I'd
You
just
probably
be like,
wouldn't notice. Like,
oh, am I dead? Oh, shit!
Alrighty then. I'm sorry.
No, it's funny. I think it's funny.
It's very funny.
Well, at least you think it's funny now.
Until the day you actually break her neck. Yeah,
Well,
no.
Oh, will you break it on stream? Holy crap, my viewers are gonna get a snuff film.
Yeah, that would be no good.
Two-edged sword or two swords? Which do you choose?
Two-edge.
Yeah, double-edged. Double-edged.
Hey, Emerald.
Niten Daito Ryu is an interesting concept. That's where you got the wakizashi in one hand, the long one in the other.
Oh, someone's asking, what is the best dish Bronny has cooked for you? Oh, gosh, I'm gonna have to think about that. So he has cooked for me quite a bit since I've gotten here.
I've done a lot of tacos since you've been here.
You've done a lot of burritos, and then we did some tacos. Those tacos were good.
Yes. Well, for some reason I equate tacos and burritos together.
If there's...
They are different.
You fold them different.
By the way,
Yeah, it's like they have a lot of
I
the same
would-
ingredients, but they're different.
So
I would say-
did you tell them about how we were messing around with the lightsabers the other day?
I haven't really got into that. No, you were training with lightsabers, I think, on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Tuesday, we went out to the acre. We were doing some drills, doing some fighting. I don't know, Bronny, what were some highlights from that?
Well, I was surprised at how the commando handled. Like it's actually got a lot more hot points on it than I expected it to. I was expecting it to be a little bit longer. It's kind of sharp up here, but I expected like the ovular shape of it because it's more similar to what an actual sword is. I expected it to be more ergonomic. It's also a lot heavier than the Black Lotus, which is not something I was expecting, because the Black Lotus has all this other metal towards the hilt here. But if you get them together, I'm going to come over on this side, sweetie, if I'm not outside of frame.
You are
Hey,
outside
Brandon
frame.
is in here. I wonder if he's talking or if I can hear him.
I mean, I've been trying to talk for a while.
Yeah, we can't really hear him. He's clearly talking though.
Is he?
Well, it lit
Oh.
up. Yeah, lights
He's
up.
lighting
Hold on.
up. Okay, let me see. if
Oh,
I
and
can-
you know what? The audio's coming through with the stream.
All
I
right,
think ironically
what about-
the stream might be able to hear him, but we can't.
Oh.
Wait, what?
That is weird. Let
Do
me-
you have like
I might have some-
speakers?
Well, yes, I should because well, actually, because this is the TV. Hold on, let me test
Oh.
this. Let me just click on the first thing I see.
Hello, everybody. My name is Markiplier, and
Okay, so yeah, that's not
I
the
should
issue.
have audio. It's probably a Discord thing. I'll have to look at this.
How dare you, Discord?
I only noticed because he put in the chat. Well, guys, I'm here.
I actually, the funny thing is, I noticed. I'm like, that's all. There's some like
And Spencer
audio.
says the stream can hear him.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I
so-
saw the audio coming in from the computer. And
Yeah,
I'm like,
so
I wonder
go
what
to-
that
go to-
is.
Go to voice and video.
Let me put my output device. Samsung. Say something, Brandon.
Hello, everybody. My name is
There we
Markiplier.
go.
You're
There
not
you
Mark
gonna-
Flyer. Okay, so I just had to change the audio to Samsung so it would come out my TV. I should have realized I didn't have to open Voice Meter Potato. I forgot to.
Mm.
I'm doing everything through my TV and my Yeti.
So go ahead and switch back to OBS.
Yeah. There we go.
There we are.
There we go.
Woo!
So,
Wait, can you guys hear me?
Yes,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
can
we
hear
can
you.
hear you.
All right, so I want to quickly answer. I think I would rather have two swords. I think that's just better control.
Yeah, you know,
Mm.
two swords. It does fill up your hands, but you can also be defensive with one of the swords. It's rather than having a two-edged sword. I don't know. I'm not great with swords.
what a lot of experienced people say is that when you have two full-length swords, is that you're more likely to get tangled up
Yeah.
doing your defense. But both the Europeans and, well, specifically Miyamoto Musashi from Japan came up with the idea right around the same time, actually, and completely separate from each other, which is interesting, of having the short sword in the offhand and the long sword in the primary, and having a stance sort of like this.
Mm-hmm.
So, I don't know.
Oh no, it's definitely not perfect, but I'm sure it amounts to. I'm sure it's one of those things where it just amounts to preference.
And
Yeah.
and then there was the idea of the small shield, the buckler, which actually provides better defense, and if you get into that kind of range, can be used as a weapon itself. But yeah, these things were interesting training with both of them, because you can look here if I can get onto the camera, and see that the commando in this hand here is a lot thicker than.
Oh wait,
than the,
Heather.
Yeah?
You're not streaming to Discord.
Yeah, you're not streaming to
Oh
Discord.
yeah, I'll do that right now.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Frick, that's
Well,
not the
because
button.
we didn't have anybody else in the call. We didn't need to.
Yep.
Alright, I've got going live.
I
Okay,
probably
wait.
shouldn't be here. I came in super late, but
Whatever.
yeah. So yeah, you got these things are this one in the commando was so much thicker than the Black Lotus, and that's why it ended up being heavier despite all the extra material up on the Black Lotus. And this one's also leather wrapped. So between all those things, the one I expected to be less ergonomic is actually easier to handle.
And the Black Lotus, when we were fighting, like, the one reason I was able to avoid a hitty game is because it got caught on my guard, and I was able to go like.
yeah. I
Yeah.
forgot how much lightsabers suck. Or in general, swords without cross guards are just no good. Every single, especially the fact that these blades are plastic and cylindrical, so literally every time we met, just right into my fingers. Just right into my fingers, into my knuckles, and there was nothing. And the only time I got close, this happened. So I would go here, and I would weave, and it would act, and the cross guard would act like a cross guard.
You know, lightsabers can be good if they're well designed.
Yep.
Like, I got the good one. I have a good eye. We have other questions in here, like,
I think
would
we're
Heather...
not even at the bottom of it.
Yeah, I'm going off the ones that I
Okay.
haven't done yet. Would Heather trust Brian to give her a haircut with a sword? No.
No,
No.
He doesn't trust him.
No.
because it's the dumbest idea ever.
I like
I don't know if I would trust Bronny to cut her hair with scissors.
I wouldn't.
I trust very few people to do that.
I mean, I can identify a split end and take it off, but I wouldn't. I sure as heck wouldn't try to style it.
I liked how Emerald put, I did not expect that surprise cameo, and it was probably me playing the Markiplier video.
Probably.
Yes, it was.
Oh, there you are. Hey, Emerald.
I hear a battle knife is being.
So- Sorry, I'm late.
Emerald with the audio setting that sounds crisp.
They say that Brandon sounds loud.
Loud. Maybe I have his volume really up. He's usually pretty low, so it's probably... Oh, yeah, I have his user volume at 200%.
Why am I low?
That'll
That
do
shouldn't
it.
be- I think my headset's starting to go. I think that's why. Because it also whenever I slightly jostle, it just unplugs and it takes like a couple seconds to plug back in. I think I need a new one. Holy crap! Your sound just changed drastically.
Something happened, because...
Sounds like shitty.
And now it's gone.
Yep.
Okay, I was shaking the...
Okay, there we
mic a
go.
little bit. What was I saying? Oh, we have more weapons questions. What about 2 shields?
Probably not the best idea in anything except a dire emergency where that's literally all you have.
Or maybe if they're purpose built, like shields with sharpened edges so they can act like swords at the same time.
Even then, I think I would just prefer one small shield and have the other hand just be empty. Because that allows me to get into, like, grappling range. And then there's a lot you can do from there.
Ronnie,
What's up, Brandon?
you still need to make me an accurate but also effective Hylian shield.
I need to buy all the tools, and I need to fireproof my workshop out here, if that's possible. So I'm probably about $20,000 away from actually being able to do that for you, but...
Well, you don't need a.
All right, chat. We need you to give Brawny $30,000.
$30,000.
Well, here's the thing, you don't need fire. You can just put it out in the Floridian sun.
I think you overestimate how hot it's out here.
Listen, your plan would have worked if Brawny moved to Arizona, but this way it's not going to function properly.
I mean, despite how funny it sounds, you can't even like actually cook an egg on the streets in Arizona. So I mean,
Yeah.
I don't know, sometimes I feel like you could cook something on there.
There are car cookies. That was a rage when I moved to Arizona.
Oh my god.
Where you put like cookies on a baking sheet and you leave them in the car and they bake.
Oh god.
They're not great because of course they don't cook evenly. The top part is nice and cooked, and the bottom part is still kind of raw.
See you guys
You gotta
later.
flip those cookies.
Yeah, I know. It's like you gotta flip it. You gotta go halfway through and flip them over.
If you're doing D&D, I'll come through.
Someone
Alright.
asked another weapon-related question. Question for Bronny: which sword would you want to use? Sephiroth's Masamune or a Zanpakuto that can,
Zanpakuto.
whatever you want to call it, can transform whenever you say Bankai or Shikai?
Well, that depends. If I remember correctly, because I did watch Bleach all the way through.
Oh, that's impressive.
Yeah, I know, right?
I only got like 600 episodes.
I waited 360 episodes for it to get good, and then it ended, and I was like, frick.
No, it's longer than 360 episodes. It got to be like 600 episodes. I think it's still going.
I know the manga ended, and when I last picked it up, they said they weren't gonna do any more because the anime ended, but the manga kept going, and they said they weren't gonna do any more anime. But then they said later on that they did. So apparently we got more Bleach on the way. But anyway, I was really interested in the concepts and like some of the lore of Bleach, and I really liked the idea of the Zanpakuto, but the story was just really, really bad. And but Zanpakutos are like literally a part of you, so they're customized. You know, you just have one, and it works exactly according to how you would fight, and it is attuned exactly to your body, kind of thing. So that's probably the better idea. Masamune in real life would not.
It would be an awful sword.
Would not be functional.
No.
You would need two people to wield it.
Yeah.
We had swords that were anti-cavalry swords. Japanese people had anti-cavalry swords that were wielded by two people. Those things were 6 feet long and 3.5 inches wide. So, and that's like stretching the limit of what you can do with a sword.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can't help but think that every time I see Sephiroth, I'm just like that.
Now, even if you took physics out of it, like if physics didn't work the way they did, and they worked like they did in the video games, Masamune would be amazing for range. It's like, okay, so you want me, you're just gonna have to get close,
right?
And you can't because my sword my blade is 8 feet long, right? It's longer than most spears.
Mm-hmm.
But even so, a Zanpakuto would be better. Now, if you gave me like a specific Zanpakuto, like Sweetie, name one of the Zanpakutos.
Oh jeez, I don't remember.
You don't remember enough of Bleach?
No.
Tensa Zangetsu was really good. That was Ichigo's sword.
Right.
Senbon Sakura was really good.
Yeah.
That was a good one. But
That
a lot of the Zanpakutos in that show had a lot of drawbacks too, so they had to be careful. Ryujin Jaka.
Which one was that one?
That was the head captain's sword.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, the one that was just fire.
Mm-hmm.
That one was really good. And then in the manga, when they showed his Bankai, it was amazing. It was actually a really cool Bankai.
Nice.
We're getting a lot of chats. Let's get back to that for a
back
little
to the
bit.
chat.
Charles B asked, "Where did you get that Rarity Mask shirt?" And this shirt, I want to every time I see this question, I want to address it because I want to give a shout out to Lennon Black. Look him up on DeviantArt, Lennon Black. He's Odd Lennon on Twitter. He sells this. I believe it was on a Redbubble. I believe he sells this shirt. He has a rarity of 6 feet, darling. You can get it on a mask. You can get it on a shirt. You can get it in whatever the hell form they sell it. He also does stuff like, I think it's like a human rarity. He's a great artist. I love his work, and you guys should check him out. Lennon Black, he is the best. Sometimes he pops up in the stream. But, busy guy, great artist, though. Great artist. And let's see what else everyone said. I could see Emerald and Brandon having the conversation on Discord while Heather ignores them and crochets. That's a lot of what we do.
That is a lot of what's happening. Are you guys talking?
Nope.
Okay. So I thought I saw your names light up, and I'm like, oh no, did it happen again?
No, I've got voice meter too, and occasionally whatever it does, it picks it up on Discord, even when I'm not actively doing anything.
Gotcha. Okay.
So that's a whole other thing. But let's see, we got more questions. Bronny, the next Captain America, maybe. Is Bronny a fan of rapiers?
Yeah, I think they're cool. I've always wanted some. They're expensive though.
Someone asked me, Heather, what do you think about the new FNAF security breach? I haven't seen anything for it, so don't spoil me on anything. I'm gonna watch playthroughs of it. Stretch time. Thank you, Charles B. Thank you for reminding me. It's been a long day. Shiny Thunderclap Pokemon was saying, sorry I'm late, where are we? And I'm like, I don't know, man.
You missed a lot. Where'd you?
Yeah, wait, where am I again?
I don't know. I'm at the very bottom now.
I'm in Orlando for some reason.
For Charles B. Are there any swords? Are there any swords that would also make good throwing weapons, Ronnie? That is like
swords.
Swords. Is there any swords you should just chuck at people?
No.
Don't chuck your swords at people.
If it's a dagger.
I mean, if they're about to break, you can throw them
It's a
at.
dagger, but a very short sword.
Here's a funny story for you. When I went to the Renaissance Fair a few weeks ago, of course I do everything that involves like throwing, so the archery, the axes, the knives, the shurikens, things like that. And I went to the knives and I couldn't get any to stick on the blade side.
But you did on the hilt side?
Yeah, I would throw them and the hilts would stick into the wood, and I'm like...
You failed successfully!
Yay!
Test failed successfully.
I bombed the first three, just bounced them right off the backdrop, and then I was like, oh wait, you're supposed to step at the same time you release, right? So I figured that out. And then I screwed up I couldn't get the rotation right, but the hilts would stick.
Yeah. Someone asked, does Bronny give good massages to Heather? And I will say personally, yes. I get very stiff and tight shoulders. I think that's where I carry my tension and stress. And I Am Boot asked, do you own any shuriken, Bronny?
I don't.
Yeah, you should though.
I should. And they're easy enough to buy. It's throwing knives that if you want good ones are expensive.
Yeah.
Because they gotta be.
Well, you need to get the good ones if you're gonna cut Heather's hair with them.
Don't.
They gotta be balanced, and they've gotta be sufficiently hard and of a good carbon content. Otherwise, they're just gonna break.
Or you can just, throw kitchen knives. I'm sure it's the same thing.
Yeah, you could do that too. I mean, those get expensive in the long run eventually, because now you're replacing your kitchen knives.
Because they'll break every time.
Yeah, exactly.
We're at the bottom of the chat. We are caught
Oh
up.
no!
Oh my god.
People, start asking us more questions.
How'd the move go?
Ask one question and then they'll go off on it for like a year.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Well,
Heather,
do that.
Ask your questions while I dance.
Where
Wait,
is
Heather.
Mr. Bronny gonna keep his Sombra armor in the house?
Right now it's in a suitcase in the spare guest room. I'm once I get my finances under control, I'm gonna get a mannequin for it, and just
Wow.
probably probably stick it in the office, so it'll just be an ornament that's
So
there.
it'll just scare the crap out of guests.
Yeah.
They're like, you want to check out my office? They're like, sure.
Yeah.
What the
I'm gonna build it. I'm gonna. Well, since these ceilings are so low and hollow, I figure what I'll do is I'll just open them up, make a trap door with like a hydraulic machine in there.
There you go.
And I can just step into it like Iron Man and
Oh,
have it just
down.
A bit of a lower tech suggestion. You should get one of those masks people wear on Halloween with the red glowing lights in it that look like eyes, and put that with the Sombra armor and have a way to
love
remotely
those.
turn it on.
Yo, I love those though.
Someone in the chat recommends that Heather crochet a mannequin.
Oh my god. That'd be
No.
so much hard.
Physics don't work that way.
You'd have to like hang it up from the ceiling.
but
It would rip though. It would rip for
Yeah.
sure with armor on
With
it.
armor on, yeah, I don't think I'd be able to support the weight.
Do you guys like
Honestly-
Henry Stickmin? Oh,
What?
that's what someone asked. Sorry, I was at
Zero comment.
Henry Stickmin. I don't know who that is.
I don't know who that is.
I know-
I feel
I know-
like I've
I
heard
know
the name
who-
in passing once. I have no idea
I know.
what the context was.
I know who that is. I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I like Henry Stickmin because I like played a long
Educate
time
us.
ago when I played the collection. But like, I don't know. The Henry Stickmin collection's pretty good.
It's a game. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a game. Puffballs United. It's, more or less the same people that made Among Us. More or less.
Oh yeah, I forgot which.
No, it
came
is the same
first?
people.
Yeah, it is. It's just saying, it's Puffballs United, and then like Inner Sloth is like, I'm trying to figure out if they're like somewhat different or if they are like merged or something. I don't quite know.
Oh, Yeah, I feel like it's like Henry Stickmin. That feels super familiar because I feel like I've heard it in passing with freaking Among Us stuff. But okay, more questions. Bronny, would you bring a sword to a gunfight? Mario says, "I'm the guns wielder."
I don't think from my interactions with Mario that he understands the 21-foot rule, and that's what I'll say to that.
Alright, so someone else asked, the question is for Bronny. I'm binge watching Bleach. Do you have any ideas to what I should binge watch next after I finish Bleach?
Binge watch going outside and getting some exercise.
If you want an actual anime recommendation, and if you're into action anime, call me like very basic, but we're watching My Hero Academia now, and that's super awesome. I've enjoyed every bit I've watched of that so far.
You should
Yu
watch.
Yu Yu Hakusho
Yu
is
Yu
also
Hakusho
good.
has always been my fave.
Yeah, that's an older one, but it's a good one.
Yeah, oldie but goodie. If you can stand the fact that it's a little dated, it's a little 90s in there, but
It's a healthy dose of 90s.
It's a healthy dose of 90s. If you can stomach that, Yu Yu Hakusho is best.
Take this from someone who barely watches anime. Ozumatsu-san. It's pretty good. I like it.
I don't think I know that one.
Everyone should watch Bobo Bo Bobo Bo.
Ah, yes.
Bobo Bo Bo Bo. Would Sombra...
I highly recommend Miss Kobayashi's Dragon Maid.
Oh yeah, Bronny loves that one.
Yeah.
Dragon waifu tit loving weirdo. Would Sombra helmet fit on Sweetie or Heather Head? I've stolen that crown and worn it on my head and like posted a picture of it because it was funny. Did you ever do that?
No, I've never worn it.
Oh, well,
I don't know.
It's a big. He has a big head.
Yeah, I was like, it depends on how big his head is, which
It's a pretty big head.
is pretty big, so probably would fit me.
Would fit him just fine. Does Bronny know any sword katas? Oh, he does. If he gets back over here, I'm sure he'd love to show you. Doro Hedoro is darker but good action anime. Good stuff. I feel
Heather.
like I've seen the name in Netflix in dark text, and I've looked at it, and I'm like, Bronny,
What's up?
they're asking if you know sword katas.
2.
He knows 2.
Yeah, they're both from the first style that I learned. I would like to learn. Let me see, because that one's got a bunch of them, and I'd like to learn the other ones, but I need time because they look really cool. Look up if you feel like it. Look up Kuxulwan sword form. They're not very practically designed, but they are acrobatic. They are flashy, and if you do them right, they're really good for cardio. Sweetie, do you want to satisfy the curiosity of one of those questions?
Sure.
All right.
Here we
See how well
go.
that fits. Be
Somber
careful.
head.
Alrighty. Where's your right
No, not that.
What?
Flip it
It's
upside.
you're right, it's upside down. Woo!
Yeah, totally. You look
That
like
would have been
Sauron.
cool though. Yeah, it was Sauron.
You
stuff.
would've-
Oh,
you
it's
would've
not
returned-
exactly lined up.
Not exactly lining up right, but it at least gets around my head.
Yeah.
That's
Well, that's
something.
that's why I wear the wig, because the wig.
Oh
makes-
yeah. This is like, yeah. I'm trying to use like the camera as a mirror, which is interesting.
Not very effective.
Not working out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. I like my Sauron idea better. All right.
Well, Sombra was inspired by
By
Sauron,
Sauron,
so
yeah.
you're not too far off.
Nope. Oh, which someone asked, would Bronny make a good Witch King from LOTR? In your opinion?
That'd be hot.
Because the whole non-face thing? Yeah.
You
yeah,
know,
yeah,
I
you
love
got
those
that
guys
thing.
that don't have faces.
It's all about the lack of faces.
I don't know what my deal is, but I'm just gonna follow those good feelings. It's like, oh, baby, you got no nose, no mouth.
And then I know the actual...
I'd like to kiss you. You can't kiss
You
back.
have problems.
You can't kiss back.
blossom will fall right into my trap.
Not that Witch King.
He's wearing a mask. So it works.
No, you bumbling fool!
What were you gonna say about the Witch King?
Oh, I was just saying that if I think I remember correctly, Aelin's proper speech, not the shortest heck.
I
version
actually don't
from
know
the-
which one the Witch King is.
The Witch King of Agmar is the leader of the Nazgul.
Yeah, he was on like a
he's-
freaking dragon or
Is that the
something.
dude that couldn't be killed
Yes.
by any man and then got
Yes,
stabbed
and
by
then
a
got
woman?
stabbed by a woman. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly.
there we
So
go.
that's what I was saying. He's like, no living man, no living man can kill me, but no living man am I. You look upon a woman, Eowyn am I, Aemon's daughter. You stand between me and my lord and kin. Move if you be not deathless, for living or dark undead, I will slay you if you touch him. Something like that. I'm gonna have to relook it up, but
It
it's
was
one of those
long-winded.
badass like speeches that she gives in the books. I love it. And then Peter Jackson movie, she just goes, "I am no man," which is kind of badass, but like I liked her original speech.
They're
better.
probably like, man, this one's
Yeah,
gonna
they're
be
like, this
kind
is
of long.
long, and we gotta like shorten it. This is 4 words. Okay.
Oh, Solar. Why is everyone quiet all of a
Charles,
sudden?
Charles says that sounds like Cobra Commander. I was actually going for Skeletor that time.
Same difference, really.
Yeah.
Well, Cobra. I go somewhere completely differently for Cobra. When I try to do Cobra, I pull my voice back, and I yell through it, shrilly. And with Skeletor, I try to be a little more nasally. Dang you, He-Man!
It's funny how he has a nasally voice yet no nose.
Yeah.
She was talking about how her whole no-nose kink apparently.
Yeah,
is
I
in there.
know.
You must like Voldemort, huh?
I could write a
he's
book
got a
about
mouth.
He's got a mouth. What about
He doesn't wear a mask.
Dementors though?
Dementor's kind of hot.
There you go. Suck your soul
That
out.
Dementor's kiss is so good it kills you.
So
I want it so
It
good.
doesn't kill you though. It just sends you into a coma because they suck your soul out.
Because it was so hot
I am
that it was
Princess
cold.
Papyrus. Oh God, no. Although Papyrus-
Yeah, Boop. You get the picture.
Oh,
I can't
geez.
probably do my Papyrus voice
is
without
technically
screaming.
Skeletor.
Basically.
So, freaking someone asked Bronny, would you go in a real life Resident Village with only a sword? He's probably talking about like Resident Evil. You can make a custom one-order one. To be fair, I'm watching that Resident Evil Village playthrough with Markiplier, and he's going around with a knife a lot of the time just so he can save ammunition, just running around and stabbing things.
Oh jeez, no.
So
I wouldn't-
maybe
I
you
wouldn't
I
want
still-
any-
I still
wouldn't
need
want
to
any
play
part of
that.
Any video game situation.
Well, too bad.
Wait, hold on. I still need to play that though, but it's like I think it's still like retail price.
Yeah, it's retail price right now. I'll try not to spoil it.
Yeah, don't spoil it.
When you do play, tell me who your favorite character is. Don't say lady whatever vampire tit lady.
I'm telling you, I haven't even met her, and I'm already sick of her.
Well, she's not my favorite. I think she's like it's
Hey,
just too overhyped, and she's overshadowing all the other good characters in that game.
What's that, Emerald?
Hey, Bronny, have you had a reason to slam your head in the door at your new place yet?
I slammed my head in the door a second ago because Heather said something silly, and as I was leaving the room.
It was something about what she said during the trip, I think, right?
Oh yeah. She was serenading me with a
Yeah.
with the Jack Black song, and I'm like, memories.
I would love to cover it.
There you go. Chat says, can you actually light a sword on fire and use it without it melting?
Probably. Probably not for very long.
Yeah, not effectively.
Now the melting point of steel, I believe, is 1400 degrees.
Yeah.
So you'd have to be pumping a ton of oxygen into
Yeah.
that constantly in order to get the flames that hot.
We're alcohol vapors.
You might weaken the integrity of the sword over a long period of time. Sweetie, I'm gonna need your help with this one. The bandage dude whose name I can't pronounce. From Rurouni
Kenshin.
So I want to say Shishomaru, but
No, that's Inuyasha.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, exactly. You see, that I'm a filthy casual. This is why I don't do that.
Gosh, I hate myself for not knowing.
Was it Shunsui? No, that was from Bleach.
Does look nice, Heather.
Yeah, I'm done. By the way,
Nice.
I'm just sitting
Shishio.
here and I'm waiting for him to stop
yes,
talking.
Yeah.
Shishio, we got it.
Yes, Shishio. I think that was a really cool idea of his sword. What was it, like serrated and coated with
oil or something.
Yeah, it was like coated with oil and tungsten or magnesium perhaps.
Something like
And
that.
when he would swing it or when he would strike it, it would
ignite.
light,
Yeah.
Yeah, it would light fires. I thought that was a cool idea. I'd be willing to try that. And yeah, that would just really mess with somebody in multiple ways if they were in a situation against that.
Meanwhile, Heather has completed them.
Yep.
I think they're done.
And I think that's
Guys,
cool.
why is chat mildly spoiling Resident
Stop
Evil?
reading it, Brandon. I'll read it. Don't read it. Don't read it.
Stop, mildly
Yeah, stop spoiling.
Stop
What have I told
it.
you all about spoilers? Brandon.
Spoilers for Resident Evil 8. Tifa freaking dies.
That's
Aerith
Yes.
dies.
That's the wrong game. Ronnie would blah, 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 blah,
You don't-
okay.
Voldemort dies.
Let's derail this entire conversation. My escape key has a fidget spinner on it.
Let's do stuff that doesn't have spoilers in it. So, Solar Moon Eclipse says that video called Cobra Commander's Turkey Dinner, and it has so much cursing in it. I've seen that video. It's pretty funny. You
I
should all watch
haven't
it.
seen this.
I'll show it to you later. It's funny.
Alright.
At least from what I remember. Let's see what else. Oh, Mr. Brandon, can you look up RE8 puppet videos on YouTube, please? I think I already showed him that. I showed him that when they were doing previews for Resident Evil Village.
Oh yeah, no, you
Yeah, it
did
was
show
re-
that.
I was just like, what the hell is this, man? He goes like, that's how you advertise for a horror game. Jesus. Let's see.
You got Bronny to whip out his swords, guys. I mean,
So Michael Collins
Yes.
goes, you actually finished the mittens? Yes, I usually finish my projects.
yeah,
No one
she's
notices.
never not.
So, Charles, I would say I know a thing or two about Zatoichi. This one's actually Heather's favorite too.
Yeah, I liked holding that one.
I love Zatoichi. I think that's one of the coolest things ever. I have wanted to make like a modern adaptation of Zatoichi, but like I don't know, time and resources. I know exactly what I would do for it, but yeah, I love Zatoichi, and I get disappointed that more people don't know about him.
I actually have one of his DVDs because I wanted to watch it with Ronnie, like a collection of a few of the movies, but it's in my moving stuff, so when it comes, we'll watch it together.
Mm-hmm.
Bye, Boot.
See you later.
Hey,
Boo.
do you
Thanks
think-
for coming.
So, you got
Hey Heather, do you think the Xbox in the moving stuff, kind of like how the Xbox was
Oh my
what
god,
was in
can
the
you get
garage?
over it, you petty
know?
person?
I
Inside
it was
joke.
cool. It was really cool. Like I love it when people keep
Yeah, let him
like
talk about it, you'll figure it out.
I love when people like keep their promises, right? And you know the Xbox Live membership just slowly dwindles down, and I get worried. I really like it.
So long story short, I'd said I'd play like a game with Brandon on Xbox 360, but I needed my wireless adapter, which was in storage, and I didn't get it out for the longest time. And his Xbox Gold subscription like expired, and he didn't get it back. And that's when I finally got the adapter out, and we couldn't play together again. And he's been mad at me ever since. We have Steam now.
You know, it's just
Jesus.
yeah, but we don't have the same game. It was like Borderlands, I think we were playing.
Borderlands. Yeah, it was the first Borderlands.
I have Borderlands 2, not the first one. But yeah, we could. Why don't we make up for lost time, Heather?
Oh my
I played
God.
Borderlands briefly at a church get-together one time. I was just hanging out with them, and one of them put on Borderlands, and they were like, Bronny, I want to see you play this game and what you think of it. And I get like halfway through the tutorial sequence, and that robot comes up and goes, "Hi, my name is Claptrap," and I said, "I didn't know they put my X in here."
It's Borderlands overall is pretty alright. I love the writing. I think the writing's great, but everything else about it's pretty fine, I guess.
Let's see. Would calling Sweetie Sweet be too obvious a pun? Yes, because if he hasn't said it, it's too obvious. If Bronny has a sword, what does Heather have? A knife.
No!
That was actually a good one. I was gonna make a Shakespeare reference, but yours was better.
Like, what's funny is I didn't mean that intentionally when I said it, but I realized it later.
You
I
realized it?
literally have knives.
There you go.
I have pocket knives that I keep on my person like a lot of the time. They're mostly knives he's given to me. Actually, I have two pocket knives. The rainbow one is the one he gave to me on my first date, and the blue one is a gift from his sister because she saw I was eyeballing it on Amazon. So it's cool. Got two nice knives, and I want more knives. I like shopping for knives. You see a nice knife? Want it. I bought Bronny a really nice knife for, I forget what occasion, but it had like a dragon on it. It had a little hole on it. It was cool.
Yeah, I carry that thing around sometimes.
Yeah. Let's see. Would you have a room in the house just for the swords?
No.
And
There's only one spare room left in this house, and I would prefer to keep that weaponless for guests because that could get potentially dangerous.
Well, you don't want your guests to be armed. Come on.
But what if your guests are being attacked and they need something to defend themselves with, Bronny? You gotta be a little
Hey,
more
Bronny,
specific.
can you explain why you decided to hang all of your swords point down on the ceiling above the bed?
Just curious. I feel like that freaking Tangled meme with freaking
That's
Flynn
my
Rider going
that's
like,
my earthquake
Yeah.
detector kit. If those swords start turning into wind chimes, then
There
take
you
cover.
In Florida.
In Florida. It happens. It happens. We had one last year. It was it's like a 3 point something on the Richter scale up in Jacksonville or
Oh
something.
my
stupid.
eyes.
Yeah, it's funny because it's a subversion of this video I think I saw from College Humor a while ago about how Californians react to rain, and it was just people being like, "Oh my god, I can't
Oh
go
my God,
outside!"
rain!
And then like an earthquake happened. They're like, "What was that? Oh, it was an earthquake." And they go, like,
Okay.
"Oh yeah, whatever."
Yeah.
It's raining again. It's raining.
Yeah. When water.
Have you seen the
hits
Pro ZD video about it?
A Pro ZD video about it? Actually, I don't think that was it. No, because it was like a full thing with like actors and people in it.
No, I'm asking if you've seen the Pro ZD video about it.
Oh no, I haven't seen that one. At least I don't.
It's titled like a Californian reacting to rain. It's like, is LaCroix falling out of the
Oh my
sky?
god, no, look, that line reminded me of LaCroix falling out of the sky. It's just.
And then they hear
Oh,
thunder.
yeah.
Is the sky earthquake? I need to tweet about this.
Yep.
Knife has rejoined us.
Yeah, she's like, okay, what are you guys doing in here that's so fun? Also, show me to where my food was because I forgot. Let's see.
I hear
How
the
many
knife,
swords do
but
you
I
have,
don't
Ronnie?
see the knife.
I'd have to count, and I don't think I can do just the steel ones. Let me. I can
Over a
probably-
dozen.
I can probably just do the steel
He has
ones.
like a box full of them in
Yeah.
my office right now.
2 katanas, the raptor.
Look at
Uh,
you. You're so fluffy. I love you so much.
2 katanas.
Charles
Hey,
B wants to
I
know
have
if
a-
LaCroix is good.
The
I have a question.
What is it, Brandon?
So on Twitter, I only checked today. I saw you won a shark. Is Knife jealous of the shark?
No, Bronny won it for me.
Oh, well, he won you. You know what I mean.
She gives no cares.
5 swords. I have 5 swords.
Yeah, I guess the answer is she doesn't like it.
Yeah. She's like,
Hmm.
leave me alone, Mom.
Only 5? That seems a little low to me.
Yeah, well, they're expensive, and I've spent most of my life dirt poor. I still am. Well, no,
Fair.
I'm not poor anymore. I'm broke. There's a difference.
I think he's limiting it to like legitimate swords, not like the prop swords and the stuff.
I mean, if I were to get into my props, it'd be a lot more. If I were to get into my stuff that's for practice, it'd be a lot more.
That makes more sense.
Yep.
I love you. I miss you so much.
There's a bin over here right now. I don't know if Heather wants to bother turning the camera.
Oh,
towards it.
sure.
There's a bin over there right now that's on the floor that's literally just full of my practice swords and my swords in general. But no, I have 5 that are steel and functional, and then the rest are practice or prop.
Ronnie, pet knife. The chat wants you to pet
I
Knife.
don't think Knife wants me to pet her.
Yes, but the chat wants you to pet
Let me see if I can.
her.
I want you to pet Knife.
Now you gotta do like towards the root of the ear.
Sometimes if I do this, I don't like sticking my fingers.
It's not. It doesn't
into
have to be
things.
in it. Just like
Yeah.
here at
Yeah,
the
like,
root.
there she goes.
Like,
She kind of like pinching it, but like bigger.
yeah, exactly.
You massage the area.
Yeah, you exactly. you massage the ear.
Heather described it one time as the ear clit, and that just made me even more uncomfortable.
No, Heather,
You can do that
don't.
to yourself.
do not. Do
I've
not.
done it to Brandon too. I've done
Do
I do not hear-
not.
I do not need to hear about lewd body parts. I just got finished playing a marathon game of Cards Against Humanity.
Charles B, is LaCroix any good? I think it is.
I don't like LaCroix because I don't like
I'm
sparkling
not big.
waters.
Oh, I prefer bubbly to LaCroix mostly because LaCroix is expensive.
I'm just not like that kind of
No.
water person. I'm like,
I love
want
sparkling ice water specifically.
We were trying to
Black
LaCroix, but
raspberry.
from what I've
Yeah, she's
gone.
not happy with me right now.
She's never happy.
No.
Would
Since
Knife
that
let Bronny
noise
pet
she's
her? Yeah.
It's called ground.
Does the Baby Shark song annoy you yet? I haven't started singing it yet, but I will. Why did you name your cat Knife? Well, because I had a goldfish named Spoon, and you want to complete the set.
I'll let you go.
Except you don't want to complete the set.
Well, now everyone's expecting it. It's not fun for me anymore. You can't like
Everyone. So when are you getting a fork? Heather, I got this armadillo named Spatula.
And I'm like, good. We saw an armadillo.
I'm
today.
gonna
Good,
name
Dad.
my next pet Air Fryer.
Oh, that's a good one.
Don't give her ideas,
Awful.
guys.
What are you talking
I
about?
love it. I'm gonna say rice cooker.
Oh, no. There's gonna be some poor poodle out there somewhere named Rice Cooker, and
Mr. Mario Aro asked favorite cartoon. I'm gonna ask everyone to name their favorite cartoon in this call. So let's start with Bronny. You're first.
Friendship is magic.
Who's next? Brandon, you're next alphabetically.
Hold on, I'm sorry. Question again.
Favorite cartoon.
Oh boy. That's really hard. I have a lot of I haven't watched cartoons recently. I have a lot of favorites. Can I get back to you?
Yeah, you can come back. Spencer, you first, because Sweetie has W at the end for this. Spencer, you next.
Friendship is magic.
All right, you.
Avatar: The Last Airbender.
All right, hold on, that leaves me. Gosh, I have a lot of cartoons I love, but the last show I loved a whole bunch was OKKO Let's Be Heroes. Like, the theme song was very fun. They never changed it because there was nothing wrong with it. It was perfect. I would have liked an extended version.
That's a funny way to pronounce Mama Here's a Pure Heart.
I love Mao Mao too, but Mao Mao isn't complete yet, so we don't know if it's like what the full thing is. OKKO Let's Be Heroes, it had to wrap up quickly because it got canceled, but it was a great show. You know, you had the superhero references, it had the anime references, it had all the stuff. I loved the characters in it. There's a lot of different designs. There was a lot of background characters that had good designs that you never talked to, but you were like, wow, what's your story? But yeah, it had one of the best theme songs. OKKO, we fight to the end. You are my best friend. It's definitely a riff on like anime openings. It was the best. And it just had a lot of fun gags. A lot of episodes were just really funny. Oh, so someone tagged me in this one. The sword's over the bed with the pointy end facing down. That's a Final Destination death ready to happen.
Yes,
So,
that's the joke.
if I get.
I'm gonna say Ed and Eddie, by the way.
Do you have? Oh, Charles B wants to know. Do you have a place out back for making a fire, making stuff on a grill? We actually have tons of space. We have a space next to.
Yard.
Yeah, we have a space next to the pool that we're specifically designating for a grilling area once we repave it, and there's an area back on our acre that has flat kind of land. We're gonna just put some cinder blocks there and use it as a fire pit. So it should be good. Plenty of stuff for that. Oh, Brandon, what were you thinking about your favorite cartoon?
Oh, I thought everyone heard.
I didn't hear it.
I'm gonna say Ed and Eddie.
Oh, that's a good one. That is a good one.
I think that one's really timeless.
It was very funny. Oh,
And you know what? I want to amend my answer to the Animaniacs reboot.
yeah, that's a good choice. I hear that's very good.
I still haven't seen it.
I haven't
Watch
seen
it.
in its entirety, but what I've seen is good.
Mr. Mario is asking, what type of bender would we be? He says he's an ice bender, not water. What kind of bender would you be?
Earthbender.
I thought earthbender, but Sweetie said I would be a firebender, and I'm like, I don't know.
Waterbender.
Brandon, what do you bend?
I was gonna say water, but I guess now I'm gonna have to fight Emerald over it. Fight water
We
with
can
water.
both be waterbenders.
What?
No. One of us is gonna drown the other first,
We have
and
no
it's
airbenders!
not gonna be me.
We don't have anyone zen enough to be an airbender. You know what? Antony C would be an airbender. That's like the only person I can think of who'd be zen enough to be an
I feel
airbender.
like he'd be an...
I
he'd
could
definitely
be an airbender.
No, you couldn't.
If
You
all I
were.
need is Zen.
You
No,
don't
Brian,
have zen.
You're too
You're too violent.
You're too stiff and you're too
I
strong.
mean, have you seen Zahir? Did you watch Korra?
No.
Zahir was extremely violent, and he was an airbender.
Yeah, but you're just so sturdy. I feel like you're earthy.
You're an earthbender.
Probably. I mean, I could do all. I'd be the Avatar. That's what I would do.
Sure.
Yeah, okay, just Alicorno see it.
Yeah,
you
right.
dumbass.
Alicorno
Don't
see it.
fucking judge me ever again, you whore.
Listen, I can
Yes,
be.
boy.
I can be whatever I want because I choose. That's my whole philosophy on life. And
That's
I
not
find-
how the Avatar works.
I-
though.
Right, but my next point is I stress balance in all things. So I would either be a non-bender, probably Earth really down to just how I already know how to fight. It's a lot more akin to earthbending, but you know, I did learn, you know, parts of what we would describe as firebending. I have learned a bit of waterbending, if we're getting into that. Most of what I do is earth, you know, and air. You know, in terms of that, like the martial aspect of it, air is probably actually where I have the least experience.
Yeah.
But
I'd say that day on the mountaintop ruined air for you.
yeah, but if it's like in terms of mentality, I switch between all of them depending on what's going on.
What's necessary?
Yeah,
Sure.
depending on my
I
choice.
think all
could,
people do that.
Yeah.
Even within the show, within the nations, like some earthbenders didn't immediately go to earthbending for defense. They would use other methods. So yeah, I think that's just humanity in general. You know, it's kind of like what Iroh would say in the show is like the combination of all the elements in one person is what makes the Avatar so strong. But that he would use that philosophy to fuel himself and his nephew and just general.
I'd probably in that case I would probably be more classified as Earth then, and I would be like Iroh in a sense of I would figure out
Maybe a Lotus.
Yeah, how I would figure out through cross study how to make Earth way more versatile than it actually is. And there's actually a really good.
You be a steel bender.
There's actually a really
Sand
good.
benders.
I don't like the
Metal benders.
metal benders, and I don't like how the metal bending thing turned out in Korra.
Yeah, I don't
That-
either.
They just watered down bending too much in Korra for my taste.
Yeah.
It's part of the reason I don't like it.
I don't like it.
But I feel like I would be like the Iroh and figure out how to make earthbending versatile. There's actually a series of videos. I'm trying to remember the name of the guy who did it, but it's like you know, one of them's like waterbending is the most powerful element in all of Avatar. Firebending is the most misunderstood element in all of Avatar, and I think he said that Earth was the most versatile in all of Avatar, and it was like a 17-minute long video essay. It was actually really interesting. But yeah, I feel like that's what I would end up doing.
Oh, anyways, back to chat. How do you keep Knife from escaping outside? She's usually not interested, though one time she was having a weird day and tried to walk out the door.
Yeah. Sometimes she gets like kind of looks out the door like what's going on out there, but she never like tries to bolt.
Yeah, she doesn't try to escape.
Like,
So
except apparently that one time. But
that one
most of the
time, but
doesn't.
she was having a really bad day. So
Yeah,
I think
she
just
got
like,
groomed or something, right? And she's like, "Screw you guys."
No, was it the vet? I don't
It
know.
was either the vet or the groomer or both or something. She
You
just
know,
was
I
like,
think I
hate
took
you
her
all.
to the emergency vet that day.
That's
so
right.
It was a very stressful,
So,
very on the spot, very weird things going on. So it's out of character for her to want to go outside.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even a bolt when she did it. She was just walking out, like she was going with me wherever the hell I was going. I'm like, "You're not coming. Get out. Go back in."
Yeah, that's the only time I see her even kind of looking outside is if you're doing outside. And like I've left the door open and she just sort of looks at me like, "What are you doing?" But she doesn't try to leave.
Yeah, I think sometimes she's followed me to the door and be like, "Where are you going?" I'm like,
Yeah,
"I'm
where are you
to
going? Where are you
work."
going? What are you doing?
And so it's cute, but she
It's
doesn't
cute,
try to
but
go out.
yeah.
So, but yeah, keep doors closed, basically. Just
Yeah.
keep doors closed.
And it's not that hard. She does have
She's
no particular
old and
interest.
she doesn't feel like doing much.
Yeah, she's like, "What are you doing?" "Oh, you're
Sometimes she
reading?"
wants
Okay.
to jump on my lap and have me pet her, but that's about all she wants to do physically. She'll especially get mad at me if I don't let her because my nails are drying, and she'll be like, "Meow, meow." And I'm like, no, please, not now. I have to get up and walk around, and she'll still bug me. She's like, "Why aren't you sitting down?"
And sit down so you can pet me.
So another question is, hey Heather, how often did you and Sweetie see an ice cream truck when you were still living together?
A
They
lot.
came fairly regularly.
came a
There's
lot.
lots of kids here. There was lots of kids at that apartment. So they came pretty regularly because tons of kids with their
Yeah.
parents would come and get ice cream. And sometimes I would get it. But
There was only one time where I was desperate for something cold, and I was like, "Hi, don't mind me. Can I have a Choco Taco and a Dr. Pepper, thanks?"
oh yeah, they have
It's
soda.
cool. This is Arizona.
Yeah,
They're like, "You want to jump in the freezer for a minute?"
right? Maybe
$5.
for $5. Hell yeah.
See,
Brownie, question for you. Get back over here.
While he's coming back, Heather, make sure you're recording whenever I show up to meet Bronny in person. You're gonna see him turn into the last boot bender.
oh, the fruit bender.
Bronny,
Why Emerald? Are you gonna be Are you gonna be the last bootlicker?
No, because I've been tormenting him about his wings for like 2 years.
He's ready to get revenge. Mr. Mario asked Bronny, why don't I make you a talisman that would give you the power to switch elements?
I don't know. Why don't you try being less cringy?
Charles asked, can Mr. Bronny do the kata, please?
The what kata?
One of your sword katas.
Not in here.
Do
I know, I'm
a
not
physical
scared.
kata.
Tilt that camera up slightly for me, Heather, please. Up. Okay, so a little higher, just slightly higher, so I can show them why. Okay, my ceilings are only 7 feet tall, which, to give you some perspective, modern standard code is 10 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So if I can put my knuckles on this and not even fully extend my arm. There's no room in here for me to do anything really complicated.
I realized I mentioned earlier, I thought about Anthony C. He could never visit you.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, you're right. Dude is
Sorry.
literally 7'2",
Well,
isn't he?
no, he's 6'9", but
6'9".
it's still
He's nearly
ungodly
7 feet
close.
tall.
He'd bonk his head
Yeah,
on the
he'd bonk
threshold.
his head, yeah.
I mean, I still want him to come visit.
He can stay in the
He would
living
do,
room.
that's what's funny, he'd do it. He'd just spend the whole time hunched over. He'd be
You
like,
know
what's up?
You know what I would pay money
Hi,
to
Anthony.
see?
Welcome to my
I would
house. Here's some knee
sponsor-
pads. Never stand up.
I would sponsor Anthony to take a trip to Japan and just get a video of that. Most of Japan's infrastructure comes up to his chest.
Probably.
It would be great.
I even had trouble going through England. Like, going through some of those castles and stuff, like, everything was like...
Well, people were way the heck shorter.
They were shorter back in the olden
They
days.
were shorter
yeah.
and they were
like the
thinner
fact that I
and
have a
like freaking
face.
starving all the time.
I don't like having a face. There we go.
Oh yeah,
Oi.
it makes you sexier.
Or
Yeah, he
you
shows
got a
more of his weapons
license.
chest, really. That's the real thing.
You got a license to be doing that. You got a license.
Oh my.
Oi, mate.
Emerald, I think this is a question for you from Sunset Watcher. Question for Emerald: does this make sense? Kingdom Hearts Axel is Fire Nation, Demix is Water Nation. God, I can't pronounce that. Lexaeus is Earth Nation, and Sheldon is Air. I don't know the character, so
Sheldon.
I'll leave that to you.
I don't know Kingdom Hearts at all, so I can't answer.
Yes, then I guess I'm the only one who can answer this question. I'll go, sure, that makes sense.
Okay. Let's see. Aaron Davis goes your question.
I know that there's-
Or is this house short? I would like to...
The house is short.
Someone said I would like to see Heather's OC form in real life, and I'm like, you're looking at her.
There
My
you go.
OC is literally just me. I mean, I cosplay as my OC with more crown and shit. So you can always look at me when I take pictures of that. That's pretty close.
Yep.
Let's see. Yeah, that was all the questions for us. They're discussing questions amongst each other.
Oh yeah, how dare you guys speak amongst
Oh,
yourselves?
it's almost happening. Hold on.
What's almost happening?
10 minutes left. in the
Oh, almost 10 minutes, I see.
stream. God, it's trouble keeping track.
You
of
got-
the cursor.
You got like 40 or so seconds.
Oh my god. What are we
Okay,
gonna
so...
do? Hey Heather, where are all the plushies that were on your bed? The movers have them. I double bagged them in trash bags because we didn't have enough room in the car. They're gonna bring them. I'll get a futon and I'll put them all in there, and then I'm gonna have all my plushies. But for now, we have Rose the shark, and I guess we have Kitty Burger, which
And we
is
have
a
Rose-
plushie.
Rosasaur, do you want to see? Do you want them to see Bulbasaur Rose? I love
Oh
Bulbasaur.
yeah!
I'm gonna get her.
Go get.
Like,
go
it's
get
the, I have never coveted one of your plushies more. I will say right now.
I'm sorry I moved out so you wouldn't be able to use it.
My neighbor's plushie, but gosh darn.
Yeah, Bronny got me a new plushie when I moved in. It was a plushie he meant to get me for Valentine's Day for the theming, but the company messed it up and sent me the wrong one, which I just got a little Bulbasaur plushie. But he meant to send me this one.
It's a
It's
Rosasaur.
Rosasaur.
It's so cute.
Oh, last 10 minutes of the stream, any last minute comments, questions, or concerns, please save them now for real science until the next stream. I swear when Bronny gave it to me, I thought it smelled sweet, and he's like, what, you shouldn't be scented or anything. I think it was just my brain being like, it's a Rosasaur, it has to smell good.
I've got rose scent that I actually brought with me. You want me to spray it?
No, I
Okay.
don't want to ruin Rosasaur in any way,
Okay.
but Rosasaur is...
I never thought I'd see a Kelosian Bulbasaur.
So, yeah, it's so cute. Cut Rosasaur.
Actually, I think there's a Pokemon fan game with a pink Bulbasaur. Shoot, what's it
Of course,
called?
that'd be awesome. A lot of times people design like new Pokemon, it's like a gender swap of a Pokemon and it's pink. And I'm like, you know what, you do you, girl.
I mean, they did that with Butterfree.
Wasn't that just a shiny version of it?
Well, no. 'Cause
No.
They made a shiny version, and the shiny version is not the pink version, which is confusing because the show showed a pink version.
It's like, where can I get my pink
I
Butterfree?
want my pink Butterfree.
Don't you freaking put that in front of me and not give it to me. Oh, someone goes, OMG, it's beautiful. And I'm like, yes, it is.
Yeah, she's gorgeous.
It's perfect. I can't wait till my other...
So what was the messed up plushie?
The other one was just a regular Bulbasaur. It was small,
Oh.
and it was a regular Bulbasaur. And he's like, no, you were supposed to get the rose one. And so he got me the rose one. Let's see, I think we had other questions. Oh, someone made this one depressing. Charles B. How weird was it for Sweetie to walk around the empty, lonely apartment by herself?
It actually wasn't all that weird. I mean, it was weird because like, oh man, all her stuff is gone, and like it was weird in that sense. But I guess it was sort of like throwback kind of thing. I was like, oh, I just got transported to like 2 years ago. Okay.
Let's go back to life the way it
Go
was.
back to
I figured it'd be easy for you to
It
bounce
was a
back.
pretty easy. I mean, there's still things like figuring out like what to do with that room. Right now, it's like a semi-pseudo office. I need to get a lamp for that room. I never bothered getting a lamp for it before. And now I'm like,
Yeah,
if
and I
I'm
took
actually
my
gonna,
lamp.
you took your lamp, and I'm like, if I'm actually gonna start using this room for something, it needs like light when the sun goes down. So yeah, there's some things I still need to change.
Does anyone know this off the top of their head? Charles B. also asked, what is the color of the shiny version of Bulbasaur? And I think it's just like a few
It's a different shade of green.
Different shade.
I actually caught one today.
Too bad it's not pink.
Should be pink.
Everything should
Nope.
be. Should be Rosasaur.
Its skin is a darker shade of green, and so is its bulb. When it evolves into Ivysaur, its eyes and bulb are yellow compared to the pink that they usually are. And shiny Venusaur, same colors. The flower on its back is yellow.
Yo, that might look pretty. I have to look that up. Someone asked, do you guys like Friday Night Funkin'? I do. I do like Funkin'. I love the art style of it. I played it a little bit, and I'm like, oh man, I really like this. And
I actually was gonna say that I haven't even seen you play it, but I would love to see that.
I want to see...
Game stream when?
I want to see Brawny play it.
Yeah, I want to see Brownie play it too.
I'm
Anyway,
waiting for my number to come up, and I'm going to be like, go play Friday Night
Anyway,
Funkin'.
like-
And don't give away anything. I want him to react to all the characters accordingly. But
my
yeah.
progression was that I avoided Friday Night Funkin' for a while because I thought it was one of Heather's like weird, horny things, and then I actually played it, and I'm
No,
like,
not everything I do is horny.
Just
look,
most of
look,
it.
look,
Shut
look, be human.
I
Look,
am not
Heather,
that
Heather,
horny.
Bulbasaur, use
Heather.
Petal Lizard.
Heather, the human brain loves patterns, and when I see a
Oh
pattern,
my god.
I'm
When's
going
the
to
last
assume
time
things.
I
I
showed
don't
you-
think I'd be able to play Friday Night Funkin' on account of I have no rhythm.
Well, you're gonna try anyway.
you're gonna try it anyway. I want
Now,
to see.
Brawny,
develop
do you have
yourself
no
a
rhythm, or do you have no rhythm in the sense that that drummer from Love Handle had no rhythm?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I
so-
remember Love Handle. I don't remember from where.
Oh, I remember
Love
Handle.
Handle from Phineas and Ferb.
Yep.
He had rhythm. He just didn't want to admit it. He was a librarian. It was always just like, but he had rhythm.
Okay.
Yeah, Phineas and Ferb is underrated. I love it.
Yeah, it was a good show.
Yeah.
People loved it. I thought people loved it.
People loved Phineas and Ferb. I mean, it was mostly.
Yeah,
kids,
I mean,
I guess adults didn't.
In high school, everyone talked about it. Well, freaking, they were just like,
And
did you guys watch?
no.
Did you guys watch Phineas and Ferb?
well,
last night?
no. What I feel like, it's kind of like, you know, for a long time, people kind of like shit on Minecraft and everything. Now everyone like loves it again. I feel like it's kind of like,
It
I
goes
don't
in
know.
and out. Last 5
I don't know.
minutes.
I feel like it's more or less the same with Phineas and Ferb.
Where's my
Anyway.
give some people some decent taste-inator?
Oh my god. Yeah, we're in the last 5 minutes of the stream, so any last minute comments, questions, and concerns, they're all gonna have to come in now, people. Now. We're getting more, but yeah, did Sweetie want another roommate to help with the financial stuff around the house? Apartment, whatever.
No. I'm a loner by nature. Heather was the perfect roommate. No complaints whatsoever. But you know, that was opening my door to a friend who was in need. Opening my door to a stranger is another matter entirely, and I'm just too much of a loner, I think, to want that. So rather, I'm getting a second job. So that's my current plan of action.
Yeah. So let's keep going with these questions because there's a lot. Hey, sweetie, have you heard about the new Sailor Moon stuff on Netflix?
Yes, indeed, I have. Clearly, nobody follows me on Twitter. I've mentioned it a few times.
Give us the Spark Notes and they have to
Spark-
go follow you.
The Spark Notes is that I am rebooting the Bronalysis React to Sailor Moon Crystal. I just need to figure out people and times, and you'll see it on my Twitch and or YouTube.
Perfect. Should
I'll
I?
come and make puns.
No thanks.
Mr.
We've got Silver Quill for that.
I'm better than Silver Quill.
That is a lie.
Oh my God, we get on the Silver Quill Brownie debates later.
We'll never end.
Mr. Mario Aro said, should I try to do a Five Nights at Freddy's mod with Euro C's? What? Oh,
No, it's Friday Night Funkin'.
Oh. That
keep-
is the same acronym, though. I thought
No,
Five
'cause,
Nights at
like,
Freddy's too.
Five Nights
No,
at Freddy's has
FNAF is Five Nights at Freddy's.
That's right, it's
but
FNAF.
Easily
Easily
confused.
confused.
But
easy
yeah,
to
with
say.
Euro C's, that would be
Yeah.
cool.
Just
That would
remember,
be cool.
once-
I hear people make mods for it all the time. Very moddable.
There's
games.
someone.
It's apparently really easy to mod.
Yeah, someone made like I remember a mod of Friday Night Funkin' based around the album of Everywhere at the End of the Time, except it's got like its own storyline or something. It's like it's really interesting.
When someone says I mostly watched it for the Perry parts, I assume they mean Phineas and Ferb,
Phineas
of course,
and Ferb,
and
Perry
just the
Platypus.
part where it's like, hey, where's Perry? And then there he
Doobie
is.
doobie dooba doobie doobie dooba.
The frick?
But yeah, so okay, we're at the end of our questions. We got like 3 minutes left in this
I
video.
gotta say, this Bulbasaur, I did not expect it to be so big. I
It's perfect.
Big.
thought I was getting her one that was about the size of this
Yeah,
shark.
like the Bulbasaur that I did get.
She's adorable.
Nope.
Wonderful.
I think it's life size.
I think it might be.
This
yeah.
is as big as a Bulbasaur should be, and my
Yeah.
God, if the Pokemon world was real, I would be shitting myself.
For a Rose Bulbasaur, heck yeah.
This is the Pokemon I started with.
Uh.
It's like, hey, bitches, you're all basic.
I will tell you, so many people have put me with Bulbasaur as my starter, and I'm like, I don't know, I didn't see it. But if it was Rose Bulbasaur, I'd be all about it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who your starter would be. I
Your
don't know.
reaction when you first saw that was so funny.
I love
You
her.
were like, oh
Oh my God,
Your voice just kept getting higher.
No, there's the
and I was
sticker
like-
right there of Rose Bulbasaur. It's on my computer.
Yeah, I remember. No, yeah, and it was. I feel like I was in mid-sentence doing something else. I'm like, yeah,
That is literally how it happened, because I'm like, wait, what are you talking about? Oh yeah, my Rose Bulbasaur. And did you not see that? Did you not realize I had that? I don't think I posted pictures of it.
And
No.
when we first came in and Heather starts looking around the house and she opens the bedroom door and sees, because I left it there for her, she goes, Bulbasaur!
It's like, this for me?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I got her a few things. I got her some earrings at the Renaissance Fair. And I got her some pins from a one-day convention that happened back in February.
Nice.
Yep.
Oh, it's the
Getting tired,
last
Heather?
minute. Yeah, it's the last minute of the stream, so very convenient.
Yeah,
Wow.
it's midnight out here. We're pretty late for you. And normally we're
Yeah.
settling up to call it a night.
Yeah.
Heather, we're finally in
On
the same time zone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Heather, what time is it for Brandon right now?
It's gonna be midnight in about a minute.
She's got it, Bronny.
Oh my
Really?
God.
It only took
many
moving
years
to
did it
the
take?
same time
Hey,
zone to
Heather.
get
I'm
it.
literally moving over here.
Hey Heather, what time is it for Sweetie right now?
She's right here. It's 12 for her too.
Okay, no, follow-up question.
Heather,
What
Heather,
ti-
what time is
no.
it for me?
I don't
Okay, wait,
know. I keep forgetting
Wait,
where you are.
He's in the same time zone. Hold on, follow-up
I'm
question.
literally a
follow-
state over for Brandon.
Oh, wait, follow-up question. What time, if Sweetie was where she usually is, what time would it be for her?
You can do it. I
You can
believe
see
in
the
you.
hamster
I
You take
believe
too
in
long.
you.
You take too long. You take too long.
This is what we were worried about. Bronny's gone to the dark
9
side.
o'clock! 9 o'clock?
Yes, 9 o'clock.
Wrong.
I know you're ticklish too, sir.
No, I'm not.
Get these armpits!
I
Oh, he killed himself.
Oh, we have fun here.
Okay. It's midnight, bitches. It's Sunday. Go to bed. You need to be up
Yeah, I
at
need to be
like
in like 7-ish hours.
Okay, so let's say goodnight in alphabetical order. Brandon, you first.
Brandon died?
Have a good night.
Oh, okay.
Ronnie.
Have a good night, everyone.
Spencer.
Not y'all.
Sweetie.
They're not married yet, but we'll get there.
Oh, someone asked?
Yeah.
Oh, no, we're not married yet. Soon. Okay, so good night, everybody. Thank you for showing up to the stream. This has been a very fun one. I'm in my new locale, as you can see. Ah, shit. By the next... Rose, I'm sorry. By the time you guys come back next week, I'll have all my stuff fully moved in. I don't know if I'll have my futon by then. I don't think so. But so my office won't be completely at 100%. It'll be pretty darn close. So let me take this moment to thank my patrons. Like, I've got another one here. He's been in the chat, Aaron Davis. I also have Emerald Spencer, DJ Skywalker, and Filmer Brony. If you'd like to become one of them, of my patrons, you can go ahead and go to the link in the description to go to my Patreon for $10 per post. You can be in my Discord server. We hang out in here a little bit. It's been a little hectic for me lately, so I haven't been able to, but some nights we just come in here, we play some Minecraft, we play some games. We hang out. It's a real good time. So yeah, go ahead and join my Discord server if you'd like to do that. You just have to do that $10 per post pledge on Patreon. If you think I'm worth not as much, which is totally cool, you can do $2 per post, which would get you a kazoo cover. With my moving, it's been a little hectic, but I'm working on another one, and I've released like 3 at this point. I'm pretty sure I've released like 3. So, yeah, you kind of get an idea of what you're getting. It's limited to, like, 2-minute songs. But, yeah, you can get a kazoo cover, and I will make that for you to the best of my ability as soon as I can. If you feel like I'm worth only a one-time donation, you're not willing to do the commitment, I get it. I understand that there are more things that you should commit to other than me. You can go ahead and just use my PayPal link in the description as well. Paste that into your URL, and you can give me a one-time donation of any amount you wish. No negative numbers, please. But yeah, thank you again for everyone who showed up today. Again, I thank my Patreon pledgers, and I thank you, the viewers, who just come and want to hang out and ask us a bunch of questions. You really gave us a lot to do this time around, and I appreciate it. And with that, I'm going to say thank you, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye!